Okay, live on the main show, we can finally get into it. Power Rangers Once and Always, the 30th anniversary special, aired on Netflix this week. We're going to go round table. We're going to get everyone's thoughts on it, starting with me. I will say that they did a very good...
Oh, you okay?
God. Kevin, call...
Oh, no. Oh, shit.
Kevin, call the water department.
I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. You okay?
I'm good.
We have to deal with this right now first, Rocco. Sorry.
Sorry, this is important.
Kevin, did you get the water department on the phone?
Sorry. Keep going.
No. I'll cover for you, dude. I got you.
Good?
So what I will say that I preferred was that they, didn't make an effort to generalize it or make it like, okay, we got to make this mass market compatible or anything. It was clearly a low budget effort, but because of that, I think they had less emphasis on, having to make it adapted to the general public. They really made it only for the hardcore fans. There were points where they brought up the Z wave.
I thought I had a sparkling water here. It was V8.
Ooh.
That was...
That'll get you, dude.
At one point, multiple times, the Z wave is brought up as a major plot point. Like this is why this happened, this is why that happened. And I keep waiting. I'm like, are they going to flash back to it or explain it for people who aren't up to speed with how Power Rangers in Space ended? They did not do that. It was like, you're with us or you're not. And that
V8?
energy, to me, made it better.
Okay.
Hit the theme song button a little early.
No,
on
I think that was the perfect theme song.
That was time to get into it.
in the middle of a segment.
Yep.
Oh, was that a
I thought you were
segment?
done.
Yeah,
Oh,
the review.
I thought you were...
We were doing mine, and then we're gonna go
I thought-
counter whichever clock.
I really
use.
thought that this was Sparkling Cider. I did not know that I had
feel
V8.
like
That was
you
a
checked out
trick.
there.
Me?
Yeah,
Who checked out?
you.
I checked out.
The
Yeah.
person.
Yeah,
The person.
You were saying things. You didn't even know what you were saying. It's like a fever dream for
Well,
you.
Yeah. That felt like just word verbiage coming out. I don't know. Like you transcended,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
So you-
encyclopedic.
So you agree.
Oh, I mean, if I may have reached a flow state talking about this,
That's
but
what it
that's
is.
just how I get a lot of information out. So I have
what it
Too much information. TMI.
Did anybody else watch it? Oh, Johnny, you watched it, right? All right, Johnny. He's going to give you the in-depth lowdown. Did anybody else see it? We'll give all the time to Johnny.
But
Johnny,
I can leave if Johnny wants to hop on my microphone. I'll come back and, next week.
Well, just give us the gist, Johnny. Go ahead.
I've never been more confused watching.
Okay,
like,
John,
kids
well, that's it
content.
for Johnny.
Okay.
We're, all right, thank you.
on.
But
Wow.
we're going to cut.
Nobody's
his-
allowed to talk unless you're praising
Listen.
Rocco's favorite TV show.
I'll lie about it. Here, camera on me.
yeah.
I saw it. It was great. The continuity was awesome. I can't believe that Trini was dead in the show. That's tragic and sad, but also beautiful. Great. 10 out of 10. How was that?
You've heard him.
that good?
I don't know. I thought a lot of people argued it was inappropriate they did that in the series.
See, there's
so.
a side.
I guess
I probably
wrong.
wouldn't have said that personally.
Shit.
Yeah,
Not
he's
on
on the
camera.
other side.
God damn it. Well,
So
all right.
for that, I heard some notes that actually her death in the show was going to be more morbid,
Oh, and they walked
and
it
they
back.
went tone it down. So they just had her get kind of vaporized.
Okay.
We'll never forget.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, awkward start. To
I
a
got to
podcast.
agree. I wasn't ready.
Weird
Well, I'm
start.
into
What?
the
Because you
whole
guys didn't
death
watch it?
thing.
Weird start.
I didn't know I had to watch it. I didn't know that was required viewing.
Oh, this is this week's movie club. It's the whole.
Yeah, I'm picking that.
The whole
Actually,
last
I
season.
should. I totally should.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Is it a movie?
It is. It's like it's shy of an hour. It's like 54 minutes, something like that.
I mean, if you want
Sort
me,
of.
I'll watch it if you tell me to, but I don't want to.
No.
Sorry. I saw a trailer for you and I was excited, but that's as far as it's going to go.
That's his first thing I thought of was like, wow, Rocco's going to love this.
Yeah, I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
It's
All the
like
Rangers
when
look
the Padres go to the
old.
playoffs. I'm sure he's happy for me. He just doesn't care.
Yeah.
Same thing. I get it.
I care.
I was stoked though to see you on what was it, the
Kinda
Funhouse
Funny?
guy did kind of
Yeah,
funny.
Kind of Funny did a podcast, and Tim from Kind of Funny reached out to me and says, "I don't think anyone else here wants to talk about this.
Nobody there wants
Can you
to
fill
talk
in?"
about it.
Sounds
and
like
he
this
said, "Can you
podcast."
fill in?" And I said, "Sure."
So was it just you by yourself?
No, he wanted to talk about it, but no one else did. So it's
You
him
guys
on
joined
set
up.
with me on their video. They have like kind of a video wall that goes behind them, and it's just me through like Discord on there, and we talked, and
That's great.
even he found a way to regret it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Because
Were you steamrolling him?
no, it was a good conversation, but then they were like trying to wrap it up,
And you wouldn't stop?
and he brought up Beetleborgs for a
Oh,
second.
that's a
And-
fatal flaw.
And no, not even that. And then he goes, "Hey, what happened with the Beetleborgs toys? Didn't the toy line continue after the show ended?" And I knew a lot about
You
that.
fool.
And it went, and you could hear them exhaling in the background.
They were like, "Oh dear God, get this guy off."
It
What
was
have we done?
before
Somebody
their
tell him to shut
it was before
up.
their lunch break.
We have to fucking go.
And I said, "Oh, the Beetleborgs Force toy line was
Somebody
thi-"
else
and
wants to
you could,
talk.
And you could hear,
give somebody
terrible.
else some wind to breathe.
That's
and
like
they hung up,
flabber.
and I
They
think
hung up.
the kind of, and the guy was
That is
looking-
kind of funny.
The kind of funny. Well, then the guy went kind of miserable.
Is that what he said?
I
That's-
imagine that's what they said.
Oh, you don't know for sure.
Yeah,
That's
Well,
not
what
very
did you
professional.
learn from that whole experience?
nothing. They learned from me.
Sounds about right.
This all checks out.
Welcome to the Rocco Power Morph
Rocco and
No, I
Friends.
said that's it. I
You
covered
got
it.
it out.
extravaganza.
Yeah.
That's all. That's really all I had to say.
Other people here will try to talk about other things. Rocco
if
will.
we get to it,
Just-
Anyway, I think we're out of time.
but yeah, yeah. Where are we
Unfortunately.
at? Well,
I think that's it. That was the show for the week.
We have a lot of other stuff to cover.
We do. Like what, Garrett? Go ahead. You
Not
you
really.
choose.
Well, we were all out at Creator Clash 2.
yeah.
Yeah. That was last week, so we didn't have a podcast as usual last week because we were in
out.
Florida.
We were performing our new live show as well out in Tampa.
Yeah,
or
those
better,
of you who came, thank you for coming. People flew in from England,
Bro.
or the
Yeah.
UK.
blew my
Seriously,
that
that was
show.
crazy.
mind. Blew my mind.
That I was so fucking relieved. I found
From
out
Bristol.
about that
Right?
after the show.
Oh,
Because I would have
yeah.
known that before. I would have
Yeah.
been like in the green room sweating, like, oh my God, they flew all the way out here for this, and I can't do this. So thank God. They seem to like it though. So that's good news.
Yeah. It is good news. It was fun being back for me. I don't know how you guys felt about being in Ybor City again.
Yeah.
This is famously where we talked about the chickens running around on the sidewalk in the entertainment district of the town.
Yeah.
But it was a new club and a brand new experience. But man, I had a fucking great time. I
Yeah.
said to you guys afterwards, it's a shame we're not going to the next city to do this again.
I did feel like instantly back in tour mode.
Yeah.
It was weird
Yeah.
and like the second we got there, it wasn't like a weird. Before it was like I don't know what do I do, but now it's like I knew so much what to do that I
Yeah.
was like find the venue owner, find the sound guy, found like set up the merch, all this stuff that we usually do, get the costumes ready, and like yeah, it was like oh yeah, this is it. It's a one and done.
One and done.
Yeah, weird.
The pressure was on. How did you guys feel being back on it?
I always feel nervous until the show starts, and
Yeah.
then being on stage is. I like being on stage.
Yeah,
It's like
same here.
a flip gets switched.
Yeah.
A switch
Bef-
gets.
bef-
No, you nailed it.
Before the show starts, I'm like running through the whole show in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to forget anything. And I feel like I work myself up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm always peeking at the crowd and being like, oh, fuck, it's getting really packed out there.
It's good energy, though, to have.
Yeah. But when the show starts, it's like, all right, showtime. And you just go into autopilot.
Yeah.
And then
So
I don't even see
yeah.
the audience anymore. I'm just up there performing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had a good time.
Yeah.
And I think that's maybe a common experience for people who perform,
It
Yeah.
doesn't really like click in until we've been doing it for a week straight. And then it's like, oh, I'm now conscious while I'm in the middle of a bit on stage. I'm not just on autopilot, like, okay. I can take a breath and go like, ooh, what if I do this a little different? What if I can deliver this a little quicker? Or I
Yeah.
can think faster on stage. But yeah, there's definitely like, ooh, the anxiety of like, we haven't done this since last year. Like, fuck, let's get
Yeah.
up there. And this is a brand new show, we should say too. That
Yeah.
And we didn't rehearse it for very long either.
No,
Yeah,
We wrote it maybe 4 weeks ago.
we wrote
Yeah.
it during PAX East, and then started rehearsing it like
Well, not even. I I wasn't even at PAX East.
No,
Well, no, I was.
They were there and we wrote it like back here, but at just that time frame. But
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, we had like a week and a half to rehearse it, and that was wild.
But yeah, doing the show, speaking to what you were saying about tour mode,
Sure.
I was, again, so it's all new stuff that we were essentially testing. No one outside this room had seen. Gerard was there one day, actually, when we
That's true.
When he was in studio, he watched us do a rehearsal, so he saw some of it, got some good feedback from him. But other than that, we had never run it in front of anybody, so it was like, all right, we're gonna test some stuff, see what works, see what doesn't, whatever. And there were so many things over the night in my head I compiled, like, we didn't say that one joke during the segment. Tomorrow it's going to kill, or I'm going to do this. I'm going to say this differently. And the intro to this is going to be way better because I'm going to do this. I was saying that to myself in my head, I think, until I went to bed. And then it was like, that was the only show. I'm not doing this again tomorrow. Like how stupid, but that's how much I had tricked myself into, like, I was in that mode,
Totally.
I was just like, yeah, I'm going to nail this next time. Okay.
It was a reflex.
So if you were at the show,
Yeah.
you may see some things that will never be done again. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there are some things hit. Everything generally, I think, worked. Talking to the audience, got a lot of positive feedback, but there may be some parts that are cut. And
Yeah.
and since it was a totally original show, it'll be just that one night only in Tampa.
That's why I said it on the poster, one night only.
Yeah.
That was it.
It was a really wild weekend, though. Like that
Oh, yeah.
whole weekend
Light speed, dude.
was, I've never experienced anything like that weekend
Yeah.
before. And we were treated so well.
Yeah.
Like, we were spoiled to the point where I didn't know what to do with myself. I was like, oh man, this is like too easy. This is too nice.
Yeah, I haven't been on that side of the fence in a long time.
Yeah, we were at this, like, the hotel. So it was for Creator Clash, and yeah, they had us at the hotel with all, like, the people who were fighting, and but the whole hotel was reserved for us, and, like, to get in was like metal detector wands,
Yeah.
and, like, had to have, like, credentials to get
Security.
into the lobby.
I've never seen that in my entire life. The hotel was only for YouTubers, and no one else was permitted with the security stuff and all that. And I've never seen more security at anything. Like, I mean, it was like any doorway, entrance, exit, anything was just guarded.
The first night we were there, we were hanging out. You guys didn't come down. Shawn, you were there for a little bit. Rocco, you didn't come down, but we were there probably like 1 a.m. trying to get some food. We
Yeah.
ordered pizza from Domino's. Shouts out Domino's. You guys took care of us.
If you're watching this,
I'm sure they are. And we were waiting for our food to show up, and I saw these girls walk through, and I was like, oh, it's only YouTubers in here. Who are these YouTubers? They look so interesting. They got like cool, they look really fancy, And I was like, what is this YouTube channel? And then they left, and I was like, And then 2 more clones of them walked in looking exactly the same. And I'm like, oh, they must be part of that YouTube group's entourage. Weird that they all dress the same. Same sparkly boots, same prom dress on.
It's like Lisa Frank threw up on
Yeah.
him.
And then two more walked in. I was like, what the fuck? And then I realized that the Taylor Swift concert was happening.
Yeah.
Theme of the weekend, Taylor Swift. And it was a bunch of Taylor Swift fans. And that is when I realized that being a Taylor Swift fan, you have a uniform that you have to wear. It's like glittery cowgirl boots and a prom dress.
Like a sequin.
Yeah, that's it. Like, if you're not wearing
funny.
that, you're not an actual Taylor Swift fan. And the whole city was taken over by YouTubers, YouTuber fans, and Taylor Swift fans.
like, you were one of those, or you weren't in the city.
that was
That
it.
is pretty much correct.
And when we were here with Gerard, I was wearing a Kylie Jenner shirt, and I had that Kylie Jenner shirt with me that weekend.
Right.
And I walked to a Starbucks to get some drinks, and the Starbucks was filled with, and I didn't realize who they were. I thought like it was a gymnastics thing or something. There's just a bunch of girls in there.
I kept saying, like, is there a college near here?
Something
'Cause
like that.
What's going
yeah.
on?
And I walk into the Starbucks, and this girl looks at me like this.
Nice shirt.
And I was like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that look?
Yeah.
I felt like really, and I was by myself, and I was like, I felt uncomfortable. And I was like, maybe I'm just like a weird California guy, and I got a weird vibe. And I bought my coffee, and I left, and I went back to the hotel. And I was there with Joy, and she explained to me that Taylor Swift is engaged in like a blood feud with Kylie Jenner or some shit.
I've never even heard
I
of
didn't
that.
know
And I
Yeah.
had no fucking, and she's like, oh yeah, they probably thought you were team Nepo baby. And I was like,
What?
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 Yeah. And then I was like, yeah, that must have been what was going on. And I felt like I got caught up in some war. Like
You didn't even know you were. Yeah,
I was just wearing
you
this
picked the wrong side,
Kylie
bro.
Jenner shirt, ironically. Sorry.
Swifties think that she's a nepotism baby?
I don't know.
Wow.
Yes, I don't know.
What do
Damn,
I
dude,
know?
Team Nepo.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna fight it. I am Team Nepo, baby. If it comes down to, if you're gonna ask me, yes, I'm Team Nepo, baby.
Yeah, I gotta go with you. On
But yeah, they took over the city. People were telling me anywhere to get anywhere took 3 times as long.
There
So if
were-
it took you 30 minutes to get somewhere, usually it'd be 90 minutes.
that.
Yeah.
And there were like 3 nights of this concert in a row.
Yep.
So every afternoon when you wanted to go anywhere to go get dinner or whatever, well, from the afternoon till midnight, an Uber was like $70 or
Yes.
something fucking stupid.
And we were looking at video of the concert because it was getting posted online. And I got to tell you, Taylor Swift fans, if you're not dropping mushrooms at the Taylor Swift concert,
I mean, the safest place in the U.S.
you're fucking
probably.
up. That seems
Yeah.
like a psychedelic dream world. Taylor Swift is like swimming through the stage.
It's all
Yeah.
peace and
Which
love.
just walk. This fucking thing is 2 feet away.
Just walk.
gotta swim over there. My boyfriend broke up with me.
I went to,
Okay,
you know,
okay.
Walk 10 feet.
I've been to like music festivals and you see people fried on acid and they're just watching a guy play guitar. Do that at the Taylor Swift concert. She's swimming through the stage.
Yo.
Yeah.
You'll have like a DMT. You'll see the face of God at the Taylor Swift concert
Yeah.
Try it.
if you do it right. I don't know if they are though. They seem like not the much. Actually, one girl from the Taylor Swift concert came into our hotel, and I swear she was like blasted drunk, just because she was like stumbling around. Like,
Yeah.
but I think she's got tailored out.
Yeah,
you know?
she-
I think
Oh,
I think
she's
the
in
con-
euphoria.
Yeah, I think
It's
the
the-
audio waves just hit her so
3
hard.
hours of
It
nonstop
scrambled
Taylor.
something.
It's gonna
Yeah.
get you.
So maybe
Yeah.
it is like a sober drug trip.
Well, I went.
knows?
So on Saturday.
Which is the day of the actual boxing
So
event.
really quick, let me just tell you what we did on Saturday. We woke up and went to Dinosaur World, which was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
part of our 420 presentation.
You saw us in our experience there, and you saw how cool it was. That place ruled, actually. There's sometimes you go like a tourist trap, and you feel like this was a mistake. That was not this. I had a good time at this
Yeah.
place. Anyways, so we did that, took an Uber back, and then we were gonna rest before the Creator Clash. And I was like, I have 2 hours. I think I can get down. The concert is 3 miles away. I bet I could get down there and try to get my kids like a Taylor Swift shirt or something.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I know
bet
they
you
sell
can.
merch outside the venue. You don't need a ticket for it.
Yeah.
I bet you I can do it. So I Uber down there.
how much did Uber cost? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was like $10 to
Oh,
get down there
okay.
because it was early.
Yeah.
Like the
It
show
was
starts.
early.
That's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah, so it was fine. So then I get in line. Well, I get there. Then I realized I gotten way over my head. Like I thought, like, oh, I'm just gonna get a shirt. And then I saw the line. I put this video up on YouTube if you want to see my personal channel.
See the
It's
crowd.
on your channel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like a mile long.
You told me it was long, and I saw that video and was like, "Oh my god!"
And you know what's
Ungodly.
wild
It
is
was-
like I just thought like, okay, so last night I saw our merch line, which I thought that's a damn dude, we're killing it in merch.
Yeah.
And then I see this line, I'm like, what the fuck is she making in merch?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
what- also, like her shirts are like $60. Like it's like not like
Ugh.
they're like a free shirt.
Oh my God.
So I waited. I made friends with some Swifties behind me.
Sure.
I definitely stood out though. I'm the one dude wearing all black. And first off, I wasn't really prepared for this.
like 90.
It was 93 degrees with humidity. And I'm just standing in the
Fun.
sun
Wait,
waiting.
Didn't you ask some people fishing if you could borrow their sunscreen?
That was a different day. But
Oh,
yes, I
okay.
did.
Sean's making hella
I'm making
friends.
friends. I'm making all these friends.
Oh yeah, he's a friendly guy.
But I'm like talking to the Swifties and telling them like I have an hour before I have to go because I'm going to this other event. And like I can't. There is a bus that's going to take us to the place. I cannot be late. to
and
this
it's
bus.
all classic Shawn move because it's like unknown. Like, are there going to be other buses after the first bus? Like,
I didn't know.
where is he? Oh, he went to the fucking
Garrett texted me,
Swiftie
hey, you in a
line?
room want to hang out? And I put, I went for it. And I put a picture of me in line. Like, he's like, what the fuck are you doing?
And we're all just like, well, he's on his own. He knows where the arena is. He could figure it out.
yeah.
And
So I waited for an hour. And then I told my friends who were like, dude, but they were very nice. Like
Yeah.
all the people there I talked to were very nice. But I'm like, I can't I can't do it. Like, I have to go. Like,
Yeah.
and like, you're so close. And that so close is like, I was still 100 yards away. I was not close. But I could see the bus, but that was selling the merch. That was whatever. So then I get out of line and then I'm like, okay, well, I'll call the Uber. And then I call an Uber and it says, it's so busy where it is right now. The closest we can get you is like a mile away. And so I'm just like, oh,
So
I
now
didn't
your
think about
time
that. But like I was counting my time of like, no, I gotta leave like in 5 minutes.
Oh fuck, dude.
So I call the Uber and then am sprinting as fast as I can to go to this place called
God.
George Steinbrenner Stadium.
That's the pickup spot.
What's that?
That's the
the
pickup
pickup
spot.
stop, which is like there's
You
a
hit accept before you were at the pickup spot.
Yeah, because I knew like to get anything, I'm fucked. Like it still wasn't bad to go that way. Like
Okay.
it wasn't expensive, but it was like, but we're not getting anywhere near this fucking stadium. Like
No.
you have to go to another stadium
Yeah.
essentially. So I am running, like sprinting, and like first off, I did all this for fucking nothing. Like I can't. Like,
You had nothing to
I
show
didn't get
for
a
it
shirt.
at
I didn't
all.
get anything. I texted Jenny in the line, like I got in way over my head. This was a big mistake. I
And
shouldn't
now
have done this.
are all the kids like anticipating
No,
merch
she-
because they know
I
you're
don't
in
think
line?
she told them that I was going to do that.
Smart.
So I am running and like I'm like out of breath. I have no water because I wasn't prepared for any of this. I finally get to this George Steinbrenner Stadium, and I look around and like all of a sudden I hear heads up, and someone hit a baseball like from the stadium like at me.
Oh,
Like it was an accident, but like it was
But
a
you
foul
see it
ball.
coming.
And, like, boom. And so like, what the fuck? So I grab the baseball and then I'm still like running, like not even thinking about what I'm doing.
you just stole it.
I get in the Uber and then I'm looking down and I have it.
you
What?
So they said heads up.
Heads
and
up.
Instead of throwing it back to them, you
I was still running. I was like, okay, and I just kept
Nice.
going with the baseball.
So
Not-
you got a souvenir.
stole a
So I
ball.
got
That's something.
I got a baseball. It's an official baseball too. So
It's
I did get a
stamped?
Major League Baseball. Yeah.
MLB.
That's cool.
So there's my souvenir from Florida. So I get in the Uber, but I'm panicked because our bus leaves at 4:20
And you're
on the
sweating
dot.
and you're
I'm
all
sweating. I'm like
out of
covered in,
breath.
like I wanted to change, but I like okay. I looking at the traffic, like I don't know if I'm gonna make it in time. Like I really didn't. I got there at 4:20 on the dot. I got out of the Uber and walked into the bus covered in sweat and holding a baseball. Like,
we rode the bus together.
I get into the lobby, but I don't have time to get up to the room. And I take this ball and I shove it in a cushion in the lobby, thinking like, well, maybe no one's gonna find it, and if I'll check after the event, see if it's still there. And it was still there.
it was
But-
still there.
Wow.
But yeah, so I was like, covered in shit and sweat the entire Creator Clash. I looked like
When you
I looked
were
terrible.
when you were leaving to go to it, I didn't. You know, there's like a level that it's hard to hit between like, let me give you my advice, and
yeah,
also you're gonna do it anyway, so I'm just gonna be really negative.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
sure.
Because I'm looking at you, I'm like, a 2-hour window is not enough for what you're about to jump into.
Yeah.
I think you're fucked.
Yeah.
But
I told you
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 were
should
li-
do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
okay.
did.
And I'll tell
yeah.
you now, privately, everybody was pulling me aside saying, don't tell him.
yeah, I was like,
If you tell him to go to the stadium, he's going to do it. And
Yeah.
then we're not going to see him again. I was like, well,
He's not
I'm-
going to make it to the
I'm gonna,
event.
You know, I'm gonna
Well, my thought was like,
encourage him to do it.
I have my Creator Clash ticket on my phone. Like I can get to the stadium,
Yeah,
and then
sure.
I can
That's
get
true.
there.
You could have got there late.
and it was a
just-
long event too, so it's
Yeah.
not like
I didn't know that there was gonna be more than one bus. I just knew that like I'm gonna make this happen as if I could. And honestly, it kind of kills me because it's like I could have gotten the shirts had I known there was more than one bus, because I could have spent the extra 45 minutes and then just
Yeah.
gone on another
Yeah.
bus. But I didn't know.
Yeah.
And also, that was a big part of why we were there that weekend.
That was the reason why.
And we
yeah.
were invited to go, so
Totally.
you didn't want to like mess with that.
No, I didn't
you
want to
know?
like
Yeah.
a scumbag not show up because I was at Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
that would
yeah,
look
yeah.
bad. No,
You
I
could-
don't think anybody would have noticed.
maybe not, but you know what I mean. But I wouldn't have felt. I would have,
People were there to
Felt
meet
weird
you,
about
and,
it.
and people did. That
Yeah.
was really cool. Was just seeing like you guys walk into some of the mixers or the VIP
was-
like areas under the stadium even, and it was like so many YouTubers who recognize
happy to see us.
Mega64.
I was
Happy to
honestly
see you.
like a little honored.
That's
Like, it was
cool.
everyone was very sweet to us.
Yeah, it
everyone.
seemed that way.
It was really amazing to me. We met with and talked with so many big YouTubers over the weekend who, one, I never thought I would talk to, and just in general, because like, okay, we exist in totally different parts of YouTube or whatever. But then like something would happen and got to, oh, it's you. Oh, okay. And we get to talk and it's like, oh, they're really cool actually. That was happening, but also big YouTubers who I thought, well, why would they know what Mega64 is? You know what I mean? Like this is someone who is way younger than us and is in, again, totally different spot. And they would come up to us like, hey, I started doing videos because I watched your stuff. Like it's just like, oh my God, are you being serious? Which is both flattering and like, man, I'm fucking old. Jeez. A little bit of both.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say one thing in particular. We talked with a lot of great people, but one interaction I had in particular was so like heartwarming to me. I think Johnny was witness to it, but I don't remember if anybody else was. When I got to talk to Ian from Smosh, I was under the assumption they had no clue who we were.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, in our younger days too, like they were at the top of the YouTube chain. So in my mind, like I'll be honest, like in my mind, they were always the enemy. You know what I mean? Because it was like, what is this sketch channel? They're number one. Why aren't we number one? So I guarantee like there are past podcasts where I'm fucking bitter about, and like, oh, fuck that. But so I just assume like, yeah, they don't know who we are. And I, whatever. And he went out of his way, came up and was just like, hey, we watch the Game of the Year videos every year. And specifically brought up the ISIS gag.
Oh, really?
16. Yes. To which I told him
That's good.
we have to appeal that on YouTube every about 6 months because they keep flagging it for endorsement of a hate group. And this is all satire. Oh, okay.
It is what it is.
Oh, and that's what I tell them in the description. It is what it is. But anyway, that was so sweet. And again, like in my mind, it was just like, all I did was breathe venom about you because you were at the top, and I was like,
You're jealous.
it's a sketch channel, and why are they at the top?
Yeah.
And I spent my youth, very insecure and bitter about all those things, and then it's just assumed, well, they don't give a shit on our end. And just I don't know that he went out of his way, and he was so sweet. It was such a
That's
nice
awesome.
encounter. Is that a good description of it, Johnny?
Yeah, it was. For me, I had to take a photo of you guys, and I was like, "This is like." I was more excited about that than like any Avengers crossover. I was like,
It was like, I don't know. He was like just the kindest guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the only person I'm going to single out.
Everyone I met all weekend was super kind and
Yeah.
had great stuff to say. And then just how well the Real Good Touring people that put on
Yeah.
the event treated us.
Yeah.
I mean, exceptional.
I couldn't believe though when we got to the arena
Yeah.
how nice.
I've never been.
It was legit.
Have you guys ever been floor? Can we talk about like the actual matches too? Because
Sure.
I've
Yeah.
never been floor for an event other than a concert. I've never
Yeah.
been. That's my first boxing event.
Oh,
ever.
yeah, I'd never.
Now-
That's what I was going to say. I've never been to
But
boxing.
I've never been on the floor at anything. Those
That
are the
was
best seats
so
I've ever
crazy.
had.
I've had back when I was in high school. My friend, their mom worked at the sports arena.
Yeah.
So whenever there was a wrestling show and they love wrestling, we'd always get like literally front row
Oh,
at the
dope.
wrestling shows. But that was it. That's my time
Yeah.
I've ever been floor. This was. I've never seen. Derek, have you seen boxing before? I feel like you said you no. No.
I don't think I have.
Yeah, this is a first for me.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. Once I learned how the matches and the
I mean, I've
rounds
watched
worked.
boxing.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking of.
But I haven't watched it since like Holyfield Tyson.
I was
Did
just-
you watch that match?
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I
When he
remember.
hit his ear.
Yep.
you saw that live?
I saw that shit live.
Whoa.
My
It's
dad
funny.
ordered that.
I would never watch stuff like that. Sporting events really as a kid.
Yeah.
And my parents never did either. We had that pay-per-view.
It was huge.
Like when there was a new Tyson match, it was like everybody stopped.
Yeah.
And I forget, but we had a couple people come over, my parents' friends, and then that he bit that ear, and it was like,
Put a
what just
damper
happened? Yeah.
on the night.
How
Damn.
funny! We were all witness to that.
That's
It's okay. They sell ear-shaped
now.
cannabis gummies together.
Yeah,
now.
he's
Oh.
owned it.
They're
owned
friends.
Yeah.
The match was fun. Yeah.
I thought.
Oh,
No good.
who was your favorite? Because I definitely have a favorite match of the night.
Oh.
People that we know personally. So that'd be
Yes.
Dad and then John Morrison, Johnny Worldwide, Johnny Elite, whatever you want to
Yeah.
call him.
I
Those
was-
were the two matches I felt like personally invested in because I was like, yeah.
and when
I
Aaron
want-
fought too.
Yeah,
Eager
Aaron.
Raptors match was good, but
Yeah.
absolute favorite for me, hands down, had to be John Morrison versus Harley from Epic Mealtime.
That
Yes,
to
that was
me
my
was
favorite.
it was funny because it was
It was the
wrestler
heaviest
boxing.
weight.
It was, but it seemed like the closest it was to wrestling too, even though they weren't doing wrestling moves. But like one guy fell out of the ring, so that's, I guess it's pretty
Yeah,
wresling.
yeah.
But
Onto the timekeeper.
That was
I-
his boxing.
Yeah.
that was boxing.
He hit him
I know.
so hard he
that
fell
was
out of the ring.
Wild. I think that my favorite aspect, which I didn't know about, was the entrances. And
Yeah.
for all the boxers and how they went so fucking hard on all their
Dads.
entrances.
Dude,
Yeah.
Nathan Barnett is like a
Nathan's-
fucking rocket.
That was sick.
Yeah, he ran full speed and jumped into the ring. That was
Like
great.
the guy, I don't remember his name, but the guy who like has a Pokemon channel or whatever, and he had the guy who sang the theme song sing about him
Sing
when he
it.
came out. Like
Yeah.
that was like all these little things. Like this is so rad and
Yeah.
fun.
Was that Leonhardt? that did that?
Leonhardt,
Yeah.
Leonhardt.
The mariachis for
That
one
was
of the
sick.
entrances was
Sabrina,
dope.
yeah.
Yeah.
But my favorite was Harley's. Once again,
Agree-
Harley.
again, yeah.
They go to the hallway that all the fighters come out of, and there's no one there. The spotlight is on it. There's no one there, and you start to hear the intro to the Phantom Pain.
It was the Midge Ure version of Man Who Sold the World this
Yeah,
time.
and the spotlight shifts over, and he's just sitting on the stairs in the middle of the arena
Like
with
smoking
a
a cigarette,
cigarette.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so good. His intro was so good. But yeah, his fight with I keep forgetting his name. We knew him as Johnny Mundo at one point. Was like two titans going against
Yes.
each other. It was amazing. That was my favorite.
John Morrison? Is that what it is? Morrison.
Yeah.
He was
What's
trained.
his, he had a different name, right?
I thought it was High.
That was his his ring name, but he was going by his actual shoot.
Yeah,
I can't remember
yeah.
his actual
Yeah, I
last
can't
name.
remember either.
The wrestler, John.
Johnny and I were stoked because there were a lot of pro wrestlers there behind
Yeah.
the scenes. So
Oh, yeah.
John Morrison's ex-WWE Intercontinental Champion. His wife Taya Valkyrie was there.
I had a
who's currently
awkward.
feuding with Jade Cargill, and you were wearing a Jade Cargill shirt.
So
when
Shawn-
she was walking around.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
And so I kind of felt bad for you.
So I did the same thing you did, like where you didn't really notice.
I had a
that you
New
were-
Jack shirt on, and
Well,
even
no.
I was like, I'm gonna cover up the.
I'm talking
wrestling
about
shirt.
your Swifty experience with the
yeah.
Kylie
Oh,
Jenner
right,
shirt.
right, right, yeah.
Because they gave you a dirty look because you're wearing
The
the enemy's
shirt,
clothing.
yeah.
So I got into the fucking elevator with Morrison's coach is the
Josh
MMA
Barnett,
fucking phenomenon MMA
He's-
star Josh Barnett.
amazing wrestler too. Does blood sport?
Yeah, and he takes up more than half of the elevator.
yeah,
And it's him and Sky Valkyrie, who I've been watching on TV every week.
yeah.
And I'm wearing my fucking Jade
Taya
Cargill
Valkyrie,
shirt. Taya Valkyrie, so sorry. And I like got embarrassed and tried to like cover it with my I tried to hold my coffee in front of it. Like, I know it's just a TV feud, but like
Yeah.
I think
I'm-
Johnny said hello to her and complimented the AEW
Oh,
feud,
dude.
and she
I
did not care.
I
I
was
told
not
you,
down.
I was like, don't say anything about AEW. And you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
Oh no.
I was witness to that.
no.
Hey, I gotta
But
say,
it
I gotta
worked.
say this on
It
the
worked
first
other
time,
times.
Johnny. I hope you don't mind me saying this.
Oh, you're fine.
On the first night, the first party we went to during the that weekend,
Yeah.
Yeah.
a lot of big YouTubers there, and we had great conversation with them. And Johnny was a pro at all of them, and I thought, like, damn, this guy's so slick. And then Johnny got thrown a fucking monkey wrench when the wrestlers showed up.
Oh, because that's like
Because
he's
it
marking
was
out.
like, yeah, I just felt like they weren't willing to engage at the level. Like a couple YouTubers that Johnny walked up to, he picked the right people to talk to, and he knew the right thing to say. And then the wrestlers, it just felt like, yeah,
Malachi Black was super nice.
Yeah,
though.
Johnny,
Oh, okay.
it paid
I'm
off.
happy for you. You got that picture with Malachi Black.
yeah, that was cool.
That was cool. Jake Hager was there backstage.
Yeah.
And a couple others. It was really, I was marking out.
Totally.
there was
nerding
a
out.
But I didn't go
wrestler-
talk to any of them because I was like, I know they can smell it on me.
Yeah. Oh, I avoided them like the plague.
I'll just like,
I
you
didn't
know,
even want to like make direct eye contact.
I
It
would
just
like,
be,
yeah, I would look
side
through.
views.
I would side view exactly through the crowds, kind of like, oh shit, I'm as tall as Malachi. Oh fuck yeah, all right. I mean, his arms are bigger, but I'm as fucking tall as him. Okay, all right. I'm
Yeah,
sizing
dude,
him up,
You could get in a match with him.
dude. Him or
Uh,
Jake Hager.
I actually had to take a fucking piss backstage, and I was like, "Excuse me, I'll be right back." And I'm walking
During
into
the
the
show?
bathroom during the boxing match,
Oh, got it. Okay.
and
Thank you, Lars.
Jake Hager walked into the bathroom right in front of me, and I had this moment of like, I can't go in there with Jake Hager in there.
yeah.
You know, like
It's his
somebody
locker
you
room.
see on TV.
Yeah.
You can't pee with them.
I can't pee with him.
I didn't know who a lot of the, TikTok stars and people walking around from, our hotel, the YouTubers and stuff. I knew our friends, but I didn't know a lot of the boxers even. But man, I knew every fucking wrestler that I saw in that building. And that's where I was like,
Yeah, it was fun for that.
The event leaned more towards YouTube people than like TikTok or whatever.
Sure.
So I think I knew a pretty good amount.
you're good at that stuff too.
I knew a fair amount. If it had been more TikTok or more whatever, I would have been a lot more lost. But I knew a good amount. However, where I was marking out, I had a moment, and again, I think it was during maybe the boxing match or right before it. I don't remember exactly, but I think that's when it was, that someone introduced themselves and they were like, "Oh yeah, I'm working on this game, Katana Zero, and I got my friends are here too. They came to the Creator Clash. Oh, cool. Yeah, he used to be on YouTube, C-Boy RD." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And in my head, I'm like, I know that name, but so much is happening right now. I can't think of their videos, but that's awesome. So I said hi to him, like, "Hey, what's up? Good to see you." I know in my head it's cool. I'm meeting them. Just can't quite remember what they did. Walked away, and then it was like something in my brain. The gear went.
I saw
okay,
it happen.
finally
It's
clicked
like
over.
You broke.
Yeah.
Your face broke.
I was eating like a chicken tender or
Yep.
something, and suddenly, wait, the video where he asked the Dilbert cartoon to come in and goes, "It's called YouTube. Take a click."
Take a click.
We say "take a click" like every day.
Take a
We
clip.
do.
That guy, it was like all of a sudden, all the things hit, da 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 da, and I ran back through that crowd. Wait, that's who you are? And it was like I had met the biggest celebrity in the world and didn't know it. You know what I mean? And I hung with those guys the rest of the
They were
weekend.
great,
right?
man.
We talked
Yeah.
with them probably more than anybody else.
They had a group of about like 5 dudes that were all there hanging
Yeah.
out, and they do stuff up in New York City.
Yeah, I
like-
think they're working on a game. I don't know how much is public, so I don't know. They're working
Sure.
on. They
Say
working
too
on something.
much.
Yeah, but
Oh,
no. I streamed for a minute at the. They had like a black tie gala thing on the last night after the event, and they joined in on the stream. So that's on our archive channel if you want. We're just hanging and talking for a minute.
we were all sitting backstage at the arena. They did have like free drinks, free food, like chicken tenders or whatever. It was delicious. But yeah, Rocco was mid-bite, and then honestly, he acted in such a way and then literally ran that we all like, does he have to take a shit? Like, is he
like something medical
is he having
happened.
stomach problems? Like, he just like, oh, and then ran.
It was seriously like a gear
no
in my
explanation.
brain hadn't turned yet, and then it went.
Like
That's
Dawson
who that
Brown.
was. And then I ran. Yeah.
An epiphany.
Speaking of, actually, that's a good point I want to bring up next.
Okay.
Now, the food we were eating.
Yeah.
I told a story just recently about how when Shawn, you and I still can't remember why you weren't there, Derek, but something was going on. But Shawn and I went to this dinner during VidCon years ago.
Oh, yeah,
at a
Nobu.
fancy sushi place. Yeah. And we were with so many YouTubers that would not eat sushi. It was just like, ooh, I don't know, eel? That sounds weird. Do they have any chicken tenders here? Do they have? And we were just like, what the fuck?
Did they serve
what is
pizza?
going on? Now, I will say, anywhere we went during that weekend where the YouTubers were given food, it was always chicken tenders and
Yeah. And
fries
and pizza.
and pizza. And I was like, now, is that just what this place has, or do they know their audience here?
I don't
You know what I
know.
mean?
But I was
So it did back up my story.
I was happy with my chicken
I'm
tenders.
not complaining at all.
I had a high protein option all
I
weekend
was
long.
I was stoked.
and actually the menu was pretty banging at the gala thing on the last
Yeah,
night,
they
too.
saved.
They had some different stuff.
That's I think what happened. They're like, look, we know our audience. These are 20 somethings. They want chicken nuggies and they want pizza. They want mac and cheese bites, and they served it well,
Yeah,
and it
basically,
flew.
yeah.
Basically.
It worked. I mean,
I ate it all weekend.
Yeah.
It was finger food and it was
Oh, yeah.
delicious.
No complaints from me. I'm
And
just
they
saying. Interesting.
saved their surprise for the gala because then they brought out the prosciutto and they had the sliders. You got shrimp cocktail.
Shrimp.
Oh, Old
They
Bay
had a
season.
like dessert bar too.
Oh yeah, mochi. I
Yeah.
mean, so much.
They
It
had
was-
all kinds of stuff.
It was really good.
I couldn't get, like, they kept walking away with the food, so I'm like, well, I kind of loaded up at the dessert thing, and then like everyone on earth wanted to talk to me. I had like a thing with like cupcakes, and I'm balancing like 3 cookies, and that's when I turned around, and it was seriously that Leonhardt guy was like, hey, yo, what's up? I fought in the thing. And we talked about that. And I'm just like, well, don't mind me. I've got cookies here.
You also had the hardest drip in the whole room.
Oh, yeah.
thanks.
He does like
Thank you.
Morpheus. That was
Yeah.
pretty sick.
I had other clothes. I had regular clothes I was going to wear. And then I realized we had all those costume bits in the suitcase. So I just put them on.
It fit.
Speaking of shirts, so the day after the fight, I was walking. Derek and I flew home early, like one day early. And so I just knew I was going to be on a plane. And we had a layover in Chicago, which is nowhere near Tampa and San Diego. So I just knew I was going to be in the airports all day. Like, I'm gonna walk around now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wore, again, all black. And then Johnny got me this Meth Syndicate Taylor Swift shirt. Where it's like Taylor Swift with her eyes are gone. And there's an upside down cross on her forehead.
Oh, okay.
And the back, it says like Swift, 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 the number of the beast. Like, it's like, oh, I don't know. It's like a metal Taylor Swift shirt. I love that shirt.
Yeah.
But I'm walking around and then I'm 3 miles away and then the sun comes out. It's 95 degrees. I don't have sunscreen. I don't have sunglasses and I'm fucking dying. And I don't know why. I should honestly learn a lesson. I keep finding myself in situations. What's wrong with me?
You wake up whenever we go out of town. Shawn wakes up before everyone else and does this. He just walks.
I just like to go places and explore.
Goes off
I
unprepared.
like to explore.
Bring a fucking bag with you next.
But it was the same thing where I kept trying to ask people for like help. Like, do you have a sunscreen, whatever? But then I'm wearing this fucking possessed Taylor Swift shirt. And like, there are these people who clearly had sunscreen, but they're also like the people. Have you ever seen people at the park who like have pamphlets like, oh, we'll pray with you. Like that.
Oh.
So I walk up with my hand over my chest, like trying to cover the thing. Like, do you guys have any sunscreen? Like, don't look at my shirt. I need help. But then I found some guys smoking weed and they gave me sunscreen.
He hooked you up.
They like my shirt.
Stoners are the friendly.
The stoners
stoners are
were like,
friendly.
we like your shirt and here's some sunscreen.
The Christians
bro.
abandoned you, but the
They did.
stoners were there.
They
for
did.
you.
Well, it was their weekend, you know.
Yeah.
Their weekday.
Yeah, their
actually.
week was coming up.
420 was
Right.
celebrated.
I was happy to get the fuck out of there. Can I say? I feel like my mental health was spiraling being in
Really?
that hotel. Yeah, I felt like I was struck with imposter syndrome
Oh.
the whole time I was there. I really didn't feel like I fit in. with
No,
that
me
crowd.
neither. I mean,
And oh yeah, go ahead.
I felt like the obvious people who were there as cameraman and trainers. I felt like no one knows who I am here, but also no one knows who that boxing trainer is or that dude's cameraman who's just been taking photos of him the whole weekend. So I felt like the grip or the crew.
Yeah, I think I even took a picture of Rocco with some other YouTuber.
Yeah.
But I didn't take any, like nobody got a
No,
fucking
I
picture
didn't
with
talk
me.
to anybody.
One person like recognized me the whole weekend and the rest was like, yeah, excuse me, we have YouTubers coming through here. I was
You
like,
know, we're friends with the Super Mega guys. So like we talked with them, you know, and I talked to Nathan Barnett.
oh yeah,
and
yeah.
made
We
friends
talked with
some of his
Matt
dudes.
and we talked with Nathan.
So it was
And
like
Aaron. Yeah.
our-
And Aaron.
Our
people who we had met
acquaintances,
previously.
right?
Yeah.
But I wasn't like I'm not me.
I will say though, for that first night we went to that party. Everything was at the hotel. So there's a party in the lobby essentially.
which is great if you're staying
so
there.
great. But Rocco and I got there a little bit before anybody else
Yeah.
because we started at 6. We're like, we'll be there at 6, and then everyone was like, I'll be there at 6:15. We walked in and it was like everyone was like rushing to us and getting pictures with us and like so like. That I didn't know, but it was like, oh man, like I felt very loved in that room.
Yeah, that must have been nice.
It
And me and Eric
really
fucked
was.
up. We had to go.
Yeah, I
I
guess
was
you had to
like
be there.
dripping
You
with
did.
sweat. I after our live show, I had to take a shower before I went to that party
Yeah,
because there's going to be
yeah,
girls.
same.
there.
I was like
I just
sweating
went
after the
straight
show.
there, but it was like a love fest of like even like there was a YouTuber who Johnny's like, oh, I want to talk to him. Like, well, go talk to him. Like, we'll say hi. And when we said hi, they're like, oh my god, it's you, and they're happy to see us. And
That's a
it's
cool
like,
feeling.
dude. Like this is not what I expected at all at this party, and it was so awesome.
Yeah, I had so many YouTubers confess.
Sorry,
Dude,
that 15 minutes you were in the shower, you
we
blew
fucked
it.
up, Derek.
What the fucking fuck? I felt like security was on the verge of kicking me out the whole fucking night.
Are you sure you belong here, sir?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, that
I
15
was
Sorry,
gonna.
I'm not Todd or Aaron. Jesus Christ.
gonna-
I only write the fucking skit.
Oh my goodness.
I think, you know, you guys were very loved. And I think that a lot of the people in the room have the same thing that we do too, social anxiety. And it's like, I don't want to go talk to them. But I
did
recognize
realize that afterwards.
I
was like,
recognize
I'm a
them.
very antisocial, socially anxious person, and probably so are a lot of creative people.
Sure.
So I have a theory that a lot of people probably left feeling like I did, maybe like anxious about like, oh, I should have socialized more. I wish I would have said more.
Yeah.
Because I had too many awkward experiences where I felt like I needed to get home. I was like, I can't survive in this hotel for much longer.
And I feel like knowing that third night was the gala and the last chance, it was a lot more comfortable and loose because we'd spent 3 days.
I was already gone by that point.
And that's the bummer because that's kind of when everyone let down their guards. Finally.
Yeah, we were doing like karaoke and shit.
Yeah.
But I went out of my way. If I recognized someone, I went out of my way to like tell them like, hey, I really do like your stuff. You know, if it was someone that I liked, I guess.
Which was
there were some that I recognized. I don't like their stuff, so I didn't want to lie.
It was really nice. We were spoiled though the whole weekend. There was even like a area where it was like unlimited snacks, which that a sucker for that. It was like unlimited snacks and drinks, and they kept refreshing it, and it's like, oh, this is heaven. This is heaven for
because
me.
it was a sports event, it was like healthy options at every turn. So I was happy. Like it really was a fun
the
weekend.
food was good.
I would
Drinks were
definitely,
good.
if they invite us to Creator Class 3, I will definitely go. Like that was a great event.
I feel like they were courting one of us.
You think so?
I feel like they were courting Derek.
I thought so, and then I had another weird experience. So I was like, well, maybe not. And from what I hear, the roster for Creator Clash 3 is pretty much filled up at this point.
Is it?
They've already selected.
I don't know. I don't know if they've selected, but there's like a laundry list of people, and I just doubt I'm on it. I just don't think my name's on.
Do you think now, having done it, that if they're watching this now, would you be willing to do it?
Well, I got to do something to get my name out there because nobody fucking knows who I am. So come punch me in the face on camera, whatever it's going to take at this point.
All right.
Yeah, dude. It's for charity. It's doing a good thing. You'll feel good about it.
Yeah, I would box. But again, like I talked to some people at, who helped set up the tour, and it was kind of like, you? I was like, come on. Fuck you. Yeah, me. Yeah, I could do it.
Well, there you go. You have it here. Derek will do it if you want him. If you'll have him.
We need a
Garrett
push.
will do it too. I'll put his name in the ring too.
That's where I'm looking as a realist going, I don't know if I have the draw to participate.
I
feel
think I
confident
do
that I
either.
could.
Yeah.
I feel confident that I would put forth actual effort in training.
Right.
And I would be successful in my match.
Oh yeah, I would kill whoever's in the ring with
Exactly.
me.
That's how I
At this
feel
point,
too.
I have nothing at this point. They have millions of subscribers and hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I'm the guy who's struggling to get a picture taken with me. So this is all I have.
This is the energy with
this is
nothing
like-
to lose that you need to persevere.
I go in with nothing and I leave it all in the ring. I'm going to die in that ring.
But Derek does have the scratch and the numbers behind him to be a competitor. And I feel like, man, if they would consider him, I would go out of my way to help you in any way.
There is
to
one
train.
guy who I think he was like 36 or 35 or something like. Maybe he was like 31, fighting somebody who's 10 years younger than him. He got fucking fucked up.
Oh,
and I was
no.
like, that's what happened to me. They'd put me in there with somebody 10 years younger than me, and I'd get demolished.
But maybe they only trained for, some of those people said they trained for 2 months.
Some of those people trained for 8 months and still got demolished. That was the real sad part.
And I do think that if you were to fight Garrett, they would put you against Dad probably with Nathan. I think like you have like the height.
Hell no
think
to
about the
that.
same
We're the
height.
same weight class, but
yeah, and
man, he's got 2 wins on my
would
0.
Never fight him. I love him dearly.
Yeah,
I
not-
would
not a
never
chance.
fight
Yeah.
him.
Not a
I'll
chance.
fight Dad.
Yeah,
No,
I want to go up
Derek.
against that.
No.
I
I go
dropped
in
10.
this expecting to lose and get concussed. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd drop 10
What
and I'd
else are you gonna
compete
do?
against someone
but not him.
in 160, but not Dad at
He
175.
scares you.
Dad's tenacity is
He
more than I
scares
could
me.
fucking
He is.
imagine, dude.
I was talking to him before we were in the lobby hanging out, and he was talking about how we did like a 12-hour dance stream, and he's like, I didn't stop the entire time. He's like, I also didn't want anyone to think I wasn't going hard, so I went as hard as I could for 12 solid hours. And I'm like, and he said like I was like it didn't happen, but I thought like I will not stop. I will shit my pants if I have to. Like I will keep going.
Nathan has a mental switch he can flip
There
in his
is
head that will just
something-
not quit.
I have never seen anyone go harder than he goes. Like,
Yeah.
always.
yeah.
Always. And so, yeah, fighting him would be like, well, that can't happen. Like I can't win against him.
I'll fight him. Oh, you need somebody to fight Dad? I'll fight Dad.
Okay, wow.
I'll
All
fight
right.
him.
All
He can
right.
beat me up. It's fine.
Yeah.
I will take the punches.
I think you can go all 5 rounds.
Just go the distance.
Yeah. Or what is it not for the main events? It was 4 rounds.
I don't
Something
know.
like that, I
That's
thought.
not-
Yeah. 4
Wow.
rounds, and then the last one where it was iDubbbz versus forget who he boxed, but they went 5 rounds.
Alex Wasabi.
Yeah.
That's right.
That was actually the one. No offense to Alex Wasabi. That was the one YouTuber. Are they a YouTuber? I didn't know. That was the one person I didn't know.
And they're at the
who they
top
were
of the
from.
card.
And I asked people. I was like, well, what's their deal?
Yeah.
And everyone I talked to was like, I'm actually not familiar with Alex Wasabi. So I maybe they're more on TikTok or something.
I'm gonna Google Alex Wasabi.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll find out what he's.
That
We'll see if he's bigger
was-
than Mega64.
That wasn't. Yeah, I'm not trying to insult him, but I was.
Dude, I wanted
didn't
Ian
know.
to win so bad.
Yeah.
Number 1, I don't know who Alex Wasabi is either.
Mhm.
But this is the second year
Oh,
they put on this event,
that was wild.
and this is the second year he's boxed in the
Dude,
main.
I will say
It's so much pressure to put on an event like
I-
this
I
and this
can't believe it.
scale, and then also fucking fight.
It
I wanted
was
him to win so bad.
such an event. Like,
Oh,
Alex
really was.
Wasabi has 3 million subscriber
Shit.
followers on Instagram,
Oh.
and
Instagram.
his YouTube channel.
Ooh,
I'm pulling
wow.
it up right now.
Oh, no.
11 million subscribers.
What the fuck? That's a lot.
It's not a
I don't know
competition;
how
it's
I
a
never-
cooperation.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
I never heard.
And
about
1,000 videos.
You guys are peers with Alex Wasabi.
I am a peer. Mm-hmm.
How many videos does Mega64 have? Do we have more than 1,000?
oh
God,
yeah,
yeah.
at this point,
Well,
we got 2 channels,
God,
baby.
We have the exact same amount of
that. Really?
This is an even
1.1K
match.
videos.
No
yeah.
kidding. Wow.
Derek versus Alex Wasabi, 2020.
We've uploaded the same amount, so
Yeah, that's got to count for something.
we're
gotta.
basically in the same
It's
league.
gotta.
The digital fight, we're toe to toe.
Yeah.
I hope they have us back because what a fun weekend.
I do as
will
well.
say.
Yeah.
And I thought it was great having our show in town the day before. It was a cool crossover to find out who was going to be at the boxing event later
Yeah.
next day. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. So we did that. We flew home and then went straight
Oh my
into
God.
our 420 stream. We want to talk about that.
breakneck speeds, man. I mean, yeah, we just hit the ground running to more prep. We did a lot of prep before we left, obviously, for our 420 stream, but
But I don't think we even had like the set built.
no.
You
No.
like you built
Because there was a lot of stuff that's like, hey, this all has to fall into place at the exact time because we need this set to podcast on. We're not going to have time before we fly out. So it's got to be when we get back. And, is this done? Is that done? Okay, now we can build the set. Okay, now we can set up.
Yeah.
Johnny was far and away, a master at producing all of those segments. Switching back and forth constantly is like no easy task. As far as I'm concerned, that was like the funnest stream I've done this year.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It's so weird because I love all the streams are so different from one another.
The 421 though has like so many there's no rules.
That's true.
It's so creatively like free. I just
Yeah.
really enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you killed it, man. You and I did this Gummy Slammers bit.
You
like-
set me up though. You gave me like a week or two to like think about that constantly in my back of my mind. Like, how am I going to play this character?
Okay, you probably thought about it more than I did. We had
yeah.
no time.
See, I love doing improv stuff, but I love having like the most amount of time to just subconsciously be thinking and preparing. Because it's not like I actively sat down and wrote stuff out, but I was like always in the back of my mind, even when we were in Tampa, I was thinking about like, oh yeah, that would be funny. Oh, save that little morsel or
Yeah.
whatever.
I knew the least about that one because I knew like Derek was helming that, and so it
Yeah.
was like, okay, well, yeah, I mean that'll come together, and then we're getting closer. I'm like, do they have a plan for that? They do, right? They do. I
No.
think.
No, it was like we're gonna eat gummies. The plan was we're gonna pretend to eat cannabis laced gummies.
Yeah.
And halfway through, we're gonna realize they're just regular gummies.
Yeah.
That was the only. That was the
That was
only
the
plan
prompt.
going in.
That was the
That was
prompt.
the prompt.
But
And then-
that's great because then, like, for a week, I think subconsciously my mind was just churning out like how this stupid character wearing affliction, losing his job at the postal annex a month prior, how he would handle this lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like that the two spots in the schedule that I wasn't sure about were that, and then poetry, the poetry
that was
slam
so
or
fun,
whatever
too.
was like, wait, were we supposed to have a lot of poems prepared before this?
Yeah, we
Or
wrote those
now-
poems the day
That
of.
day.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
morning
it was
that
like,
day.
wait, yeah, it kind of like, because I think at one point didn't we write down the schedule, but we didn't write that down or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So it was on the one that was online and not here. So we
we just weren't
weren't
thinking
ever
about it.
looking at it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, what is this part? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we used our prep time to be poets and come up with poetry.
But
And
I was really
I ended up
stoked.
really enjoying that
I
part.
liked that. I mean, Shawn's fucking beverage reveal in the middle of Chester's bitchin'
Oh,
beverage mixing.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still can't wrap my head around. It looks fine, and I'm used to you with the hat on. But every time I see you without it, I'm like, oh my god.
So I
Forgot.
guess
Oh my
everyone knew about that but me, I guess. My mom
Well-
told me, she's like, this is the first segment you've ever done I couldn't watch.
You
I
couldn't
was like,
watch
really?
it?
He's like, you ate his hair? Was it in your mouth? I was like, well, it wasn't my mouth. I mean, I was like kind of spitting it out.
You washed your head the day of, I assume.
That was her first question.
Did you
It
get
was
a
like,
little
who
shit?
Yeah,
knows
shit.
when he washed his hair?
It was
Who
that
knows?
day. It was
Okay.
that day. It was that day. I told Johnny and Kevin a month and a half ago, like a long time ago.
Oh, really?
That when we decided that I was gonna do another Chester's bitchin', I'm like, I'm gonna go hard. And then I asked Rocco before, I'm like, hey, like the deal I have with Rocco when we do this is like, whatever I give you a drink, I will also drink. So I'm not gonna poison you because I'm gonna do it too.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I need to know how hard you want me to go. And Rocco said, like, go as hard as you can. I'm like, okay. And
Yeah,
so
I didn't know what I was signing off on. I was
Right.
like, why did you just ask me that? Because in my head, I'm like, what, like 3 energy drinks in one or something? And little did I know what I had signed off on was, all right, hair.
So I told those two, and then I think I told Derek before, but Garrett, I don't know if I told you.
I was leaving to go somewhere. I had like to be out of here early that day. Me and Kevin were like on our way out, and you took us aside and you were like, hey, just so you know, I'm shaving my head. It's going in the drink. And Rocco's like in the other room and you're whispering, and I'm just like, of all the fucking days I have to leave early, I don't get to see this.
Yeah.
But it was
Well,
it was better than I could have imagined.
Rocco was the best sport, honestly. I don't know how real I should get with this.
Get super real.
Part.
That's why we're on the podcast.
Yeah, they love it when you get super real.
Well, I'm gonna get really real and maybe too real because my eyes are watering right now, which is weird. Hello.
Good job, Jim.
I've been
glasses on.
losing my hair for a while. Ever since I've been wearing a hat on this fucking podcast, I've been like slowly, like my hairline is not where I want it to be. I'm not stoked on it. And every time I would take my hat off for a bit, I would get a comment, bald. He's balding. And then
Yeah, which is helpful.
not a lot, but I would get it.
You'd
right?
see that YouTube
I would
comment.
get it, and like it would just like it would hurt me more than it should. What does it fucking matter? It's a YouTube comment.
You're just
Why
like,
do I fucking care? But it sucks, and it's something I couldn't control it, right? Like my hair wasn't in my control, and it would drive me fucking crazy.
Right.
And so I had this thought of like, I don't want to just shave my head and just now Shawn's bald, like off camera. Like, I need to do
Right.
this on camera and hopefully in a very entertaining way.
Right.
So if I stay bald, which I have hair, I can grow it back if I want to, but I also want to not be in I want to be in control of this fucking hair situation.
Yeah.
So if I can shave my head and have it be like entertaining or funny, then I win, and it's fucking fine.
You're so smart by doing that way and turning it into a bit because it was fucking entertaining and hilarious.
Yeah,
And I'm completely used to the way you look.
I honestly I wasn't sure if I was gonna grow it back or not, and I still may.
Yeah.
But today I bought a razor, like a better one, because
Yeah.
I used a beard trimmer when I was doing it because I didn't have it yet.
But I honestly
bought
think
like a
it's-
thing. This
It's
I'm
a
like,
good look for our crew too because it sets us apart. Like is more unique.
oh well, there you go. I just feel like I'm not the only fucking person who has hair loss problems. Like that's
Sure.
I knew since I was a fucking kid. My mom told me you're gonna go bald one day. All your uncles are bald. Like I knew this was coming for me, but I just wanted to be in control of it. So for me, doing the bit was very cathartic.
Mm-hmm.
And I was extremely nervous beforehand. And I don't think Rocco could have played it any better. And like, I'm forever grateful how like funny you were. Like, I thought it was so funny.
What choice did I have?
You broke him, dude.
Yeah.
Camera was on. I didn't,
His voice
what's
gets
happening right now?
His voice gets higher and higher in
Yeah.
pitch.
So anyways, I am extremely thankful for all of you guys. And like, I mean, when you're shaving my head later, like, yes, you look good. You look like a CEO or Captain Picard or whatever. You're being very, very nice to me.
Captain Picard.
I'm being honest.
No, I know,
think
and
it
I
looks
appreciate
great.
that.
Yeah.
I
Thank
think
you.
it looks awesome.
Thank you.
I never knew, because you always try to look at people like, oh, how would you look if
Right.
you were bald or you were bald? And yeah, the second you did it, Shawn, it was like, you look like a cool dude at Burning Man.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
Lester. Not Lester. That's not good enough.
You're in the
Donovan.
same company as The Rock,
Perfect.
Stone Cold,
Hell yeah.
Don Callis. You know who that
Yes.
is. I just feel like that's the thing to do when you get older. You
Yeah.
know, don't fight it.
It's
Yeah.
like
it's
Dad,
a look.
Dad
Michael
Shawn-
Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dad Shawn is gone, and you're like cool alt rocker Shawn.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
like a dude. You're like a musician or an artist now with that look.
Yeah.
I think that I will. I mean, again, I could grow some hair back if I choose to. I don't know. Like I may just keep this for a while
Yeah,
and
it
get
looks
more used
cool
to
to
it.
me.
You know, if someone came up to me and said, "Hey, we're a sponsor for a hair restoration place," I would probably take them up on it.
Oh, yeah.
But
what about just a system like a toupee?
no,
We could
no.
get you
And I honestly,
snap in.
now that I've done it and I'm getting more used to it, I think I'm not letting this fucking hair control me anymore. I don't have to wear a hat. Like I would wear a hat inside the house. Like I wouldn't take it off.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
I would just like that's not the way to fucking.
I think
live.
I said years ago when we talk about this, our
Yeah.
personal lives and
Yeah.
shit like this. I think I had given you the suggestion like I would shave it. I
Yeah.
would just shave it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. No, I feel so much better, almost like free.
Dude, especially if you start growing the beard out.
I was thinking
it'll
of
be
trying that.
big.
I'm gonna try that.
Do that. That's a good look.
We'll see.
Big beard and
Yeah.
and bald on top.
It's
That's a good
weird
look.
because I'm
And then
look-
get a gun.
yeah.
I would
That,
do.
I'm not gonna.
Come
probably
on
do
over
that.
to my
I'm not gonna.
garage, dude.
I'll just go to your garage.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
No, I keep trying to, look at everyone else. I could picture, I'm like, yeah, Johnny, okay, if he did it. Okay, Derek, if you did. I could see that on you guys. I think it would look great. Garrett, even, I could kind of picture it. I can't picture Kevin with no hair. I can't.
Yeah.
Kevin's
Not
a
that
hard
you
one.
can't do it, but I'm looking at you and I'm like, I don't know what that, I can't
Yeah.
even look at it
It's
in my head.
It's important too to note like Shawn has a good shaped head.
Oh yeah.
You have a round head. Even from the profile, you have
It's
a
very spherical.
you
Oh,
have
that's
a
good.
you have a
Yeah.
good
Thank God. Because we didn't know.
It's in the right proportions, everything. Sometimes you see dudes shave their head and they got the like bonehead thing where it goes in the
Yeah.
center and a big old cranium up
Or the
top.
cone head.
Look
Thank
like
God.
that.
Yeah, they want to consume mass
oh, yeah.
quantities. I hate that.
Yeah.
That's bad. That's
Well,
you're
I,
lucky.
I will say that my New Year's resolution this year was to be on the podcast without a hat on, and I did it.
Oh,
as of
there
right
it
now.
is.
So I
There
did
you
it.
go.
I did it. So.
Achievement
The
unlocked.
barrier is broken.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah. But I thought the rest of the stream too, I had so much fun doing the drug debate.
Yeah.
That was super
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, a lot of people like that. That actually was the thing we actually went in with the least amount of prep on.
That is
Probably,
true.
Yeah.
We-
yeah.
Yeah.
Prepared nothing. We were just like, we'll just have an actual
Yeah.
debate.
Let's have
Hey,
a
let's
debate.
just debate
I
it.
think
Yeah.
we printed out a bunch of generic questions for Kevin to read about
Yeah.
5 minutes before
Which
he
I
went
had
on
never
camera.
even seen. I had no idea what any.
I printed them out and I didn't even read them. I was like, here's a list of questions. I handed them to Kevin, said, here's the questions, and you can add any questions you want, and I walked away.
And what's so funny, Derek, is then Kevin later, before we went on, Kevin came over with the paper and said, hey, would you want to like review these and maybe like throw some funny questions in too? Or is there anything you guys want to tweak before we go live? And nope. Okay. like I don't think any of us looked at that paper. It was just like, no. Let's hit what's coming at us. Let's face it head on.
What does the universe
And that
give
is
us?
a thing about this stream is you're right. It's so improv.
Yeah.
Like all of it is like, here's a loose idea and you have to go for a half an hour at
Yeah.
least. Go ahead.
And then once it's like them versus us, it was like easy. Like, okay, we're just gonna shit on their opinions, and then they're gonna shit on ours. Then the insults started coming.
When the debate happened, you could see this on camera if you go back. I pushed us to change the rules on camera.
Yeah, shorter
because
time.
it became clear to me in the first question. And I was like, this is too long.
It'll get boring.
It'll get boring
yeah.
if we're allowed to speak. So I try to being in character, being like, these guys, they can't even fucking make arguments.
Yeah.
Why don't we make this 1 minute 30 seconds?
Yeah, that was smart. I think
Good
we were all on
character
the same
choice.
page, though. That was smart.
So it's when we do the live show in Tampa, we kind of go back into the audience and do a meet and greet, like, hi, thanks for coming. But I'm secretly fishing for feedback. Like, did you
same
enjoy
here.
the show? What'd you think? What'd you like? Anything you didn't like?
Best part, yeah.
Yeah, but doing this, you kind of don't get that feedback. So you don't know if it works or not.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then you read YouTube comments, but those are, they are what they are.
It's not as instant. Yeah, it's later. And can you trust someone who leaves a YouTube comment?
Well, but I'll say when it comes to the actual doing the whole 420 stream the whole day.
Yeah.
In my mind, the perfect stream is like funny, improvised stuff, maybe something cool that isn't improvised that you actually planned that is fun. But I always like to make sure, in my mind, it's perfect when you have all that is genuinely funny, but then you also have something that's just like psychedelic or weird.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried to do that with the Degrassi segment. So if that was a bomb, I'm sorry.
No, I was.
I went back and watched
but
that.
I
love
really,
that.
it's like, okay, all these other segments are going to be actually legitimately funny. I want this one to be the one where it's like, okay, if you actually were on drugs, maybe it's like difficult to
It's
get
sad.
that.
I thought everything
So-
played off each other. Everything was so different.
Yeah.
They didn't have anything that was like, oh, they're doing
Cool.
this again.
So I was on a Degrassi kick, and they have so many episodes where someone has a drug mishap.
Yeah.
There was never a good drug episode. Do you ever notice that in Degrassi? They never had one where it was like, damn,
Dude.
this shit.
I like
hits,
this.
You know?
This drug is good.
I'm going to
Yeah.
do this again.
They should have done. They had episodes that were like, someone has an abortion. Hey, that was, where they literally went through it and was like, that wasn't so bad. Like everyone told me I'd be whatever, and it wasn't. They never did that with drugs. It was always like, they did drugs. Yeah, they're dead.
Meth ruined my life. It was like Reefer Madness.
Yeah.
That's what-
yeah.
They should have had a pro drug. They should have had, hey, I tried meth. I mean, it's fine. It's like not, none of those side effects happened. It was just good.
Has anyone
Okay.
ever made Reefer Radness? Is
I
that?
think Doug Benson's working on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's
Okay.
2024 release.
He's still working on it.
Yeah.
He's been working on it for a while, but
It's going to take another.
Reefer Madness sucked. I'll say it.
Well,
Yeah,
you were
that-
talking throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, so,
next time, maybe pay attention.
Yeah, I was trying to get the story.
sorry.
Yeah.
He's right. He is
the
right.
story. I want whatever that pianist was on because he was the only one who was
I think it
kind
was
of like.
marijuana.
Yeah, I believe that was the reefer.
And they locked his ass up in an insane asylum at the end. He didn't kill anybody. He's too cool for school. They got to lock him up.
Fucked up.
I like how all that happened too, and the woman just goes, fuck it, I got to jump out a window.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Too many reefers.
I thought she was like the judge, like you can go, you're free. Like right? Or I was talking.
Yeah, I don't remember the context.
But I don't think
guilty.
she was like
feeling guilty.
they weren't gonna like execute her.
No, she was
like,
free.
Yeah, she was free, and she's like, fuck it, I'm just jumping in.
Good day for a jump.
guilt, Romeo and Juliet situation. She wanted to be reunited with her reefer head.
That was.
I
Weird.
wish they would remake it now, but like I know people have done that and they've made it like funny and stuff. I would love to see it like straight, like just serious remake.
They
Where
probably.
it's just
I mean,
played like
it's
dead.
shot on film. You could make that look better than it did. At least it looked
No,
terrible.
but I want like Christopher Nolan to do it.
They should
Like,
update it for
someone
the
just
modern
smoked reefer.
times. Make it like Crack Madness,
Yeah,
Ooh, fentanyl madness.
Fentanyl Madness. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think that'd be
good.
cool.
That'd be good. Jenka
And
madness.
that's
What's
just
that
like,
one?
that's
8
basically traffic.
What's that?
Basically made this movie.
The Florida drug.
Oh,
Delta
Delta
8.
8, yeah.
Delta 8
The
madness.
Florida drug.
I know. For some reason, every time we're in Florida, that gets brought
That's
up.
the one drug they do in
Yeah,
Florida.
we were gonna joke about that in Tampa, and we ended up not.
They bring up Delta 8 when we're on tour. They keep talking about every crowd would bring that up to us.
Oh,
Yeah, I felt like that was more. Where did I specifically see it? Like North Carolina.
Oh, wasn't that
yeah,
Florida?
something like
more
that.
like
That's what
in
I
the
thought.
the backwoods of the South.
Well,
It
okay,
was
the
where
South drug.
where it's still illegal, regular cannabis.
Yes, where they can't
Is
have.
weed legal in Florida?
It must have been because man, it was on every
Right?
street
I don't
corner
know.
I
by
think
our
it is now.
by the
I don't
venue.
know. I didn't see any like dispensaries or anything.
I didn't see any
That's-
dispensaries,
No,
but
me
I
neither.
saw like open smoking on the sidewalks next to cops
Yeah.
Huh.
in Abor, which wasn't downtown Tampa, but I don't think anyone cared down there.
Hmm.
That is also
It's Pirate
a
City.
big entertainment district. Like it's nothing
Yeah.
but bars and venues and
Yeah, that's true. It seemed to me like it was like 6th Street almost in Austin.
exactly the same
Kinda did
vibe,
feel
right?
like-
Yeah.
Oh, when we were leaving, when we Ubered away from the club, I think our Uber driver, were you with me, Kevin? Yeah. The Uber driver was like, we need to get out of here right now. Like we were, yeah, he's like, they close the
Oh.
streets Saturday nights and you guys are like 10 minutes away from that was about to happen in front of your club. We go right now.
Oh,
I guess
shit.
we were like, oh, what about this? What about this? He's like, hey, let's just leave and figure that out. Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I didn't know about
Move.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Well, can we talk about some movies that we watched?
Yes.
Yes, we've covered all our news. Yeah.
Garrett and I, independently of each other, both saw the new Evil Dead movie.
Oh,
Evil
yeah.
Dead Rise.
Oh, it is Evil Dead Rise. I kept
Yes.
seeing a poster where it's like "Mommy loves you" or something like
the
that.
Promo, they kept showing the mom. and that was
Okay,
it.
because that's what baked into my brain was like, isn't it called? Is it called something like that? So
Hmm.
I take it back.
Yeah, that was the tagline on the poster.
Produced by Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell.
And I read
weird.
that it's canon.
Wow.
They say that every Evil Dead entity that's ever been released is canonical.
Even the show-
2013?
The 2013 one and the show.
and the Showtime
The show
show.
that
all
makes sense.
canon.
Well, yeah.
So in Army of Darkness, they say that there's 3 books.
Yes.
And they say that so the Necronomicon is book 1 from the original, and that shows up in the show.
Yeah.
And then in the 2013, it's a different book, so that's book 2.
Oh, I didn't know that.
and then in
I
this
never saw
book, it's finally we've seen the 3rd
Oh
book.
my God. I did not pick that up. That's huge. That's cool.
Yeah.
The 2013 one, I honestly put off seeing so long because I was like, it's a remake without Ash Williams.
Yeah,
Bruce,
like
Bruce
nice
Campbell's
try.
not in it. I'm not there, and I like waited out for that Showtime show that got 3 seasons. Ash versus
Yeah. You mean Stars.
Stars. That's right. It wasn't even
It's not
Showtime.
even Showtime.
So I thought like, okay, cool. I waited for that, and that was awesome. But then eventually, I did give that 2013 Evil Dead a viewing.
Yeah.
But I can't even remember what it was, if I liked it,
Johnny's a
Yeah.
big Evil Dead fan.
if I
so
should rewatch
we,
it.
We saw the movie together. He told me he likes 2013 Evil Dead.
I
have
owe
to
it
see it.
myself.
Any ticket out.
My
gotta see it
brother
again.
was like adamant about that too. He's like, all my friends hated that, but man, I had a good time.
Do you want to speak about that at all?
I just thought it was good. You know, it's like kind of a soft reboot. Like it kind of follows the first
okay.
movie.
Yeah.
But like I think Diablo Cody helped punch it up, so it's like it feels like Jennifer's Body a little bit.
Oh, I like Jennifer's body though.
Yeah, that's a selling
I
point.
fucking
Yeah.
dig that movie.
It's not like life changing or anything, but I thought I enjoyed it more than this new one.
Okay.
Uh,
Is it also an all-female reboot?
I
thought it
kind of
was.
a little bit.
It's essentially they're doing the same thing twice in a
I'm
going
gonna
to
be honest.
Yeah.
I thought Evil Dead Rise sucked.
And you were hyped.
Evil
I
Dead
was-
sank.
I was so excited. The
Yeah.
trailer made it look like it was gonna be the coolest fucking horror movie ever made.
When you talked to me about it before it was released, I thought like, well, shit, if he's fucking jazzed, like I better check this out because I was honestly like, eh.
Yeah.
And you were so stoked, you got me excited.
I was so excited for it, and immediately I just felt angry about the state of movies. You know, which is it's very like generic Derek Acosta critique, but it was like I felt like Stranger Things and It have ruined big budget horror movies because this
Yeah.
movie like stars children, and I'm like, I don't want to watch horror
Dude,
movies
I
about.
know.
I don't.
I'm done with horror movies about children.
Yeah.
Derek, it's not even horror movies though. It's like that last Ghostbusters came out, and it's like, oh, new Ghostbusters, and it's just all the kids finding their gear. It's all children finding their gear. It's like I wish it would have just been more Ghostbusters.
Why can't we have a movie about adults
Yeah.
with adults in it?
Because the old movies weren't starring kids and they were still marketed for kids.
College age
Yeah.
people, you know, even like late teenagers is cool, but like, I mean, you seeing like a 15-year-old get fucking murdered, like,
Yeah.
and they're annoying as shit the whole movie. So by the time they die, you're like, yeah, fucking kill this fucking
that
loser.
That new
Turn him into a
not to
Deadite.
keep whatever, but
Yeah.
that new Willow series that came out on streaming. What you know, I'm like, oh, cool. Oh, they got what's the fucking
Warwick
guy's name?
Davis?
Warwick Davis is back.
Yeah.
Cool. You know, whatever. And yeah, it's like, okay. Oh, Warwick Davis off doing this. Okay, it's like young tween cast, and they put like contemporary music in it.
Oh,
And
what?
It
You hate
like,
that.
oh, we're finding all this creepy stuff, and then it plays Enter Sandman. And it's like,
Shut the fuck up.
we have to stop
In
trying
Willow?
to, we have to stop trying to make Stranger
Yeah.
Things again and again and again.
Yeah,
we
it's
have
so
to stop doing
Stranger
that.
Things and It, I feel
Yeah.
like kind of contaminated
Yeah, I
horror
didn't even think
movies.
about
Like,
It, yeah.
if they're about kids, the kids will see them. No
Yeah.
kid gives two fucking shits about Evil Dead.
That's true.
The movie.
That's what I thought,
It's a
too,
franchise
yeah.
that's like 35 years old. It's all people our age.
Yeah, it's
who are into
40-year-old
it.
dudes who want a gore fest.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
gore was cool.
Gore was good.
I didn't mind. I mean, it was like maybe the most gory movie I've seen in the past decade. but
The actress
I
that they
didn't
get
mind
to play the main Deadite, like the mom,
Yeah.
like God, the makeup effects and her facial expressions and everything in combination sell it so
I
good.
liked her.
She looked fucking crazy.
I liked her,
Yeah.
but the aesthetic of the movie, which actually sold me on it in the trailers, I was like, this looks really artistic. But then when I watched it, I was like, this is just like a James Wan clone. It kind of like reminded me of Malignant and Insidious. And again, I'm like,
Here's an old creepy building.
you are Evil Dead. You have an established franchise, like, but you're trying to look like these other franchises.
But did you really get Malignant though? I mean, I feel like maybe you didn't get
Malignant went over my head.
Maybe you didn't quite get
because
that.
it was actually good.
Think about
It was a Tuma.
So I was a little disappointed, and then honestly, it was just so like ADD'd out. It's the only way I could describe it. I feel like the whole movie had 10 things going on at once the whole time.
Yeah.
It's like I'm listening to the record and somebody's crawling in behind me while my daughter is in the kitchen throwing up worms, and my other daughter is looking through the peephole talking to a demon.
Yeah.
And it's just cutting back and forth like every 10 seconds. to
Frantic.
another. And I'm like, you just slow this down so
This-
I can just process what I'm fucking watching.
This was me during the Mario movie. Like, stop, slow down, please slow down.
So much happened at the same time. The movie felt like it was 3 hours long to me because I was just like, when is this going to end? But it was only 90 minutes.
It was a short 90
Yeah.
minute.
Oh my
God.
It was short, but it felt long. That being said, I don't want to just shit all over Evil Dead. I went home and we put on Evil Dead 2 and we were just...
Which is, I think, the most similar. If anything, this new movie is based off of Evil Dead 2.
Put on Evil Dead 2, like
In every
really
way it can be.
just vibing with it. And then I went and put on Ash versus Evil Dead, which I'd never seen. And I have to
so
say...
you started the show.
I started the show... When did we see?
Sick.
Did we see it yesterday?
That's sick, dude.
Okay, this all happened yesterday.
Wow.
I started the show
good.
yesterday. I'm probably like on episode 5 now.
Wow.
This is like the coolest fucking show
Yeah.
I've seen.
I knew people who really liked it.
I love this show. And
How
I'm
funny.
telling everybody, Johnny, I told him today, I was like, hey, it's refreshing for me to watch something and actually enjoy it. That
Dude.
never happens.
That's sick.
I come in here and I shit on like 90% of the stuff I see. Ash versus Evil Dead fucking rocks. It is
Wow.
so fun. I feel like this is like better than The Walking Dead, which I think
100%.
takes
No,
itself
not
way too
possible.
seriously.
Not possible.
This show is just a comedy where they're just like killing deadites left and right.
And I love the new characters. Kelly and Pablo are actually like very cool, likable characters
I like
and
them.
actors.
The comedy, like they have one-liners in the show that make me laugh out loud. The episodes are like 27 minutes long.
Continuity
I love
is
how
spotless.
short it is. Like the characters show up somewhere, they meet a new character, they think they're a friend, new character turns into a deadite, they have to brutally kill them. That is an awesome formula.
Yeah.
I don't know where the show goes, if it gets bad. I know it got canceled. There's not a fourth season.
But I think it got
But
an
it ended.
ending.
Yeah.
It got an ending.
cool.
It gets an ending in the third season, which is, I think, is about where it needed to wrap up.
Okay.
And what did I never saw it, but I think maybe I saw the first episode. But the thing that cracked me up about it ending was Bruce Campbell's statement when it ended. It was like, "All right, we got an ending, and that's it. I'm never doing Ash again. I physically can't. I'm done. So I hope you all enjoyed that. I will not be that guy again. Don't ask me. It hurts. I can't do
Well,
it. All right,
the
bye."
show is about.
It was really funny.
The show is about him being like too
Yeah.
old for this shit.
Yeah,
it's like
and he
old
basically
Batman.
echoed that.
And-
He's
and-
like, "I'm glad we got to make this because I can't do this anymore."
That makes it in my opinion, it's the best Evil Dead thing in the whole franchise. Personally,
I'm right up there. I mean, I personally cannot say that because of the movies are so good, but
Sure.
that show, like the old characters they bring back with the original actors and
Yeah.
actresses and everything is so cool, and the way that show pays homage. And it was still produced by Sam Raimi, so he's got his hand in it. Like it doesn't steer into a weird way ever. I feel like.
Okay,
it was,
cool.
It was
I mean,
really well done.
it's a hot take to say that Ash versus Evil Dead is the best Evil Dead. People will argue Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness, the original, whatever. But in my
Yeah.
opinion, the show is the most like well produced of all of them.
Yeah.
And it's super fun. Like it crystallizes everything that I like about Evil Dead.
Yeah.
So I highly recommend it. Sadly, it's coming off Netflix in like 4 days.
Oh, is it really?
You wanna borrow?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I've got the Blu-rays if you want to borrow.
Okay,
them.
I'm gonna binge it as
Yeah.
much as I can, and then I might
Yeah.
have to borrow the
Shit,
Blu-rays.
that sucks.
I'm gonna get my Resident Evil copy back from Johnny up there.
Nice.
And I'll bring in Ash vs. Evil Dead season 2.
But I never recommend anything on this podcast. It's rare for me to give my endorsement to something, but I highly recommend this show.
yeah,
If you're an Evil Dead fan, and if,
How
if
funny,
the movie
I-
kind of
I
disappointed,
the
never
new
knew.
movie, the new movie disappointed you, and I would say I went in. You kind of got me more hyped than anyone. I was like, fuck, okay, I guess I should give this a try.
yeah,
And I had a good enough time with it, but I didn't love it. I saw all of the homages to Evil Dead 2 that was in it. It was
Yeah.
like, man, they really like went for like making this have a scene that mirrors this type of scene. And like the originals are set in a cabin. This one is set in a high-rise apartment. The weird way that they would contextualize and like, okay, shutting and chaining a cellar door. How do we do that in a high-rise apartment? Oh, well, there's this other kind of door we can shut and show a chain closing. And it's like the DNA is there. The Kandarian dagger, believe it or not, is even
yeah.
replicated in this movie with like one of the children's toys.
No,
in a
spoiler,
way.
they replicate the Kandarian
They-
dagger.
they-
Staffany?
but they-
You talking about Staffany?
I'm talking about Staffany, baby. But like the DNA all over that movie was very obvious to me, almost like too obvious.
My only problem was they borrowed so much, they crammed so much into it, they failed to actually just have a story.
a new story.
It
It
was-
had to be so similar to the original.
and there it was just lacking quiet moments, which
Right.
Evil Dead 2 has. You know, after in Evil Dead 2, he kills his girlfriend in like the first 5 minutes of that
Yeah.
movie, but then he like wakes up the next day and it's like,
He's crying.
yeah,
you
it's
know,
like
he's
where
sad.
do I go from here? I'm going to try to get out of here, and then he tries to leave. And there's just these quiet moments before it ramps back up to like insanity.
Yeah.
This movie came out the gate at a 10 and just stayed at a 10 the
yeah,
whole time.
That can be
to the point where I kind of just felt desensitized. And I was like, this is just kind of like mind numbing.
I did feel like, okay, now I'm just looking at once I realized we're doing like this scene correlates to this scene in the new one. That scene's going to correlate to this. And then it was like when they discover the staircase is out, it was like, well, that's the twisted steel of the bridge curved back in on itself. It was almost that same shot, but of the staircase twisted in and curled
now,
up.
last thing I'll say, because I know I don't want to bore everybody if you didn't see the
No.
movie or if you don't care. But
You're good.
when she was in the elevator getting wrapped up, I was like, oh God, is
Yeah.
this going to be like the forest penetration scene?
Yeah, but they stopped short.
Yeah, luckily. The movie would be canceled. if they did that.
2023 audiences are just not ready for, elevator
Yeah,
penetration.
not ready.
But I do
got a
want
lot
to
of
say that with what you were talking about earlier about everything having kids in it or whatever.
Yeah.
It might sound like, oh, we're getting older and we're older guys and you don't want movies with a younger kid. It's really I really want to clarify. It's about it just starring fucking kids. Even when I was a kid, I didn't want to watch shit with kids in it. Personally,
You like the Goonies?
now and then there's be something cool.
Oh, Goonies is
But-
cool.
Yeah. I enjoyed that, but you know what I mean. But there were a lot of things where it was like, I again, how much did I love Power Rangers growing up? And they made a kid a ranger in one season, and it was like, can you get this fucking kid? Like, you know what I mean? It's like even then, I wanted to see an older
Yeah.
team. Like I'm tied up I'm invested in the story of these older kind of almost near adults. I don't need a 12-year. I don't need someone to look like me to be in this, So even when I was a kid, shit like that bugged me. So that's all. Just want to share that.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Like a horror movie with kids in it, I would have never
really
watched that.
think they saw Stranger Things and they saw Five Nights at Freddy's and they thought, oh, we're just gonna get a new thing that kids.
That's-
do.
Well, it's
That's
smart
and-
because it does well. That formula does well.
But does it? Like, I mean, those two work.
I think that movie opened pretty
Evil Dead did well.
successfully. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Well, it was a $17 million movie, so I think it,
Made
It
its
made
money
it.
back.
Yeah.
made its money back.
Sure.
But not
I
like
didn't
fucking
know.
Mario.
Okay, so it was relatively low, but that's cool.
Yeah.
But I agree, and I just felt like the bulk of the cast was like too young. I don't mind like young people in a movie,
Yeah.
but
I couldn't wait for the kids to, the main the Ash protagonist, I forgot what her name was. She kind of looked like Nev
Beth.
Campbell. Beth, yeah. Part of me was like, do they name her Ashley again? Like, is it going to be a similar name, you know? But no, they went with Beth.
Oh, gender bender.
But I liked her, and I liked her, like, there's a subplot with her, you know, the demons are teasing her about something I won't go into, but like that was well done.
They're
And that was
teasing her about something.
that
Your
was a
hair's
new
messed
twist. It was like, wow, they never dealt with
Basically,
this kind of theme in the original. That was cool.
Your shoes look tacky.
But the
There
movie,
was some new stuff, but yeah, it was,
okay. The opening scene has the whole movie. I'm like, what does the opening scene
Yeah.
have to do with the rest of this movie?
that bothered me. It was sandwiched.
and they don't explain it until the final scene. And
Yeah.
when they do, I was like, this is the dumbest fucking connection.
Because it was just for a stupid redirect. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, we have to open the movie in, well, this takes place in a fucking New York apartment or LA apartment. Well, we have to start it in the fucking forest because the old ones are in the forest.
yeah.
And they did,
They're-
they sandwiched the whole fucking movie between these two forest scenes that really had no fucking business being there.
It's
That- yeah.
it's really funny when movies feel an obligation because of past ones to like, oh no,
Yeah.
we have to feature this, we have to feature that.
And it was for a stupid redirect.
Well, because I don't have any idea what you're talking about with this movie,
Yeah.
but
I don't wanna spoil
I just
too much.
remember that last Halloween that came out had an ending that was also kind of like that doesn't jive kind of with the message of the rest of the movie at all. But it's like, no, but you got to see Michael Myers do this. You know what I mean, kind of thing. And it's
Yeah.
just like, yeah, I guess you gotta, but it doesn't really tie in with the rest. I mean, and then not even horror, but like you could say that about how like that last Star Wars ended the same way. No, she goes back to the homestead on Tatooine. She has no connection to that place.
Yeah, why
Like-
did they make you do that?
you know, but there's always that thing like if we don't hit those touchstones,
Yeah.
everyone is looking for those touchstones.
It kind of reeks to me a little bit of like writing by committee.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes,
Like
yeah.
there's a,
we
there's
have to hit these points.
hey, the higher ups say this has
Yeah.
to be in there.
Yeah,
Ah,
exactly.
Okay.
exactly.
Guess it has
It's
to be.
in.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which I had read that this movie was originally going to be the entire apartment complex. The whole building is infected with deadites, and they have to like,
Oh.
because they're on the 13th floor. They have to
Yeah.
like work their way down all 13 floors to
Oh,
get out of the
shit.
building. This is what I read,
Yeah.
and then supposedly in the story that I got this information from, a producer came in and said like, well, no.
Too expensive.
Well, that, and then also like simplify this. The first one takes place in a cabin. You make this more like a cabin. So like, I guess I'll just keep it in one apartment then. So
Yeah.
they kind of, the movie was a little small, you know.
Sure.
Could have been so much more. But anyways, show rules. Recommend the show. Check out the movie.
Damn.
100%. Yeah. And if you like the show, man, you should play the online game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's based on mostly like the events of the show and like the world building that show lays out.
What's the
it's-
game like?
it's
Is it like an
asymmetrical.
open world?
There's
asymmetrical?
there's 3 maps. I think they added a 4th map finally.
Oh, is it multiplayer?
But it's 5 on 1. So
Isn't it like
or
that?
4 on 1?
Isn't it like that Friday the 13th game? or am I
Exactly.
crazy?
It's like
Okay,
the Friday.
plays like
It's the
that.
same devs.
Oh.
The Friday the 13th one kind of died. It doesn't work anymore. The servers are shut down.
Yeah.
But the Evil Dead one is going strong. And yeah,
I
you're
did not know that.
you're like playing, and you can continually level up your character to have better, different
I
abilities.
sucked at that Friday the 13th game, and I love
Loved it,
Friday the
yeah.
13th, and that game was like anti-fun.
There's a point in those games where people who are really good and then they don't wait for you.
It just
and then
they,
yeah.
It's the epitome
And if
of
you're starting
like,
out, it's hard to play.
fucking die, noob. And I'm like, all right, I'll just stop playing then.
There's an etiquette in that game, which is like people play it how they want it and not how like even maybe you're supposed to. So they won't wait for you or they'll abandon you. And
I don't.
if you play with friends, it's fun.
Any game. Imagine you're learning how to play basketball, and your first match is
Yeah.
you versus 5 people. Like, okay, I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna lose.
Honestly,
How's this fun?
the only
Fuck you.
the only way I get into games like that is like people from our community out there will get online with me and go like, here, I'm going to teach you how to play. And like Stevie B's done that a ton with me on that Evil Dead game, but also back in the Jason days
That's
on
nice.
the Friday the 13th one.
Yeah, I was going in cold with strangers, and they were like annihilating me and
Yeah.
teabagging me and
Yeah.
laughing at me on the microphone. Oh, it was so painful. Anyways, I also saw the D&D movie
Oh, I
this
Oh
week.
yeah,
I fell asleep during that. Yeah.
I saw,
I fell asleep during it as well. So
dude. I saw the opening of that, and then they realized they're playing the wrong movie, and then they started the Mario movie. But the opening, oh my God,
Yeah.
was did I tell you about that? They played the wrong movie.
I didn't know it was D&D.
Yeah, they played. I said before they played. It was like it starts in a snowfield,
Yeah.
and it was like, oh, okay, this is probably like those penguin guys or something. Oh, that's like an orc. What? And then they paused it, restarted it, and the Mario movie starts in a snowfield, and everyone was like, penguins. There they are.
Where the confusion came from.
Yeah.
It wasn't great. It wasn't terrible. It was mid.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say it. I did fall asleep in the middle of it. I don't know why. I think we both fell asleep at the same part.
I went to like a later showing. I can't see movies at like 9:30 anymore because I just fucking can't make it past 10.
Yeah, that's
And that's
understandable.
probably what happened. It was like a half hour into it. I was like, yo, what are they talking about? All right. Woke up at the last battle. Like someone's stuck in a gelatin cube. I don't know. They're being dissolved.
That's Evil Dead.
Yeah, it could have been for all I know. I need to watch that again.
It was like one act too long. I feel like we need to go back to shorter movies.
I
Yeah.
loved how short Evil Dead was. I did love how 90 minutes, and even Super Mario was like, it only needed to be 90 minutes, but it
Yeah.
was short.
Yeah. I haven't seen Super Mario yet. I'm kind of like dreading seeing it because I've heard mixed things on it. I've heard enough to make me think that I'm not going to enjoy it. So I'm like, what am I going to do this to myself?
You
for?
probably won't love it, but I don't. It's so short.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's nothing. It's fine.
I keep hearing this. People are like, I don't need my children's movies to be good. And I just kept thinking, like, you don't? Why not?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great if it was?
I definitely left it. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I definitely left it feeling kids deserve better. I was sad on the perspective of I still think kids deserve better than this, but it wasn't as bad as I thought.
I mean, I just had a good time watching like Lennon love it. That was fun. But there's a couple things, but it's like, well, this is why is this song in here? Like, what are you doing? Like, it was like
It looked the most like Mario has ever looked, though. Like, it looked the best I've ever seen a Mario anything be.
yeah. I mean, honestly, like
Better than Mario?
Yeah. Well, no, what I'm saying is, like, what adaptations do we
Mario
have?
Odyssey?
We have the Super Mario Brothers Super Show from the 90s, and we have
Yeah.
the movie with fucking John Leguizamo and Bob Hoskins
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah,
We
this
have
is the best
these two. The only like media outside of the games are these two like weird trying to be fucking realistic things where like this
actually adapts the fucking thing.
this
Let me-
looked like
I-
the fucking
I have
thing.
a question for you guys here.
Yeah,
Speaking
yeah.
of the Super Mario Brothers movie, that is such a famous flop.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that is the first video game movie, right? A big studio adaptation of a video game?
Do you consider
know.
Tron?
No, Tron
No.
that was an original.
But I do think
They made the
there's
game
gotta
after?
be
Yeah.
something.
I think,
else.
I don't know, I think Mario was it because that was
Wing
such
Commander?
a cultural
Was it
thing.
like an old one?
It wasn't like Double Dragon before that or anything, and maybe it was
Street
Mario
Fighter?
Dragon came after.
Yeah, maybe.
And I feel like it
you're right.
started the trend or curse of all video game movies are bad,
Yeah.
which a lot of, you could argue there's maybe some that are good, maybe Resident Evil, maybe Silent Hill,
Maybe.
maybe Mortal Kombat. But
Oh,
generally
yeah, I love
speaking,
that one.
they're regarded as video games make for bad movies.
Yeah. Cheesy.
Does this movie break that or does it continue the curse?
To me, no. I would say that I would rather see this movie again over those. Like I've seen those. This to me was like an actual movie. Movie wasn't my favorite, but
simple plot?
But there's times I'm watching video game movies like, what the fuck am I even looking at? Like I never
Yeah.
got to that.
I
Dead or
I
Alive
like
movie.
I like the '93 Super Mario Brothers movie, but is that if you're talking adaptation, did it? What the fuck did it adapt?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So whatever. But
Yeah.
this adapts, but I don't know.
To me, it was. It was
sounds like the curse continues. In Europe.
I don't know. It actually adapted the thing everyone loved. The
Yeah.
thing that
Yeah.
the thing I'll say this: the thing that everyone loved was intact on the screen.
Sure.
Okay.
So in that sense, it's like, oh my God, thank you. You fucking did it. This is actually Mario, and I've always wanted to see this, and they're doing it, and it's in a movie. So that side of it, yeah. It's just like actual movie stuff. Okay, there's really not much story there, and it moves at such a pace that it's like, Jesus, guys, you're just rapid firing down a list of things. But those things are there. So it's like, okay, in terms of adapting a game, you fucking did it. Like, so
What are you
in that sense, Yeah.
What are you gonna say about it?
No, I'm just gonna say that, like, yeah, overall, I think Rocco's right, and like, I will say there was a couple times I looked at my watch, like, how much more do we got of this? But I will say that it was like, again, I'm watching it through my kids watching it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I loved that because they are like,
Sure.
you know, Bowser. I thought Jack Black was perfect for Bowser.
Yeah,
and there was
I
a
thought it was
part where
great.
they just let him beat Jack Black, which
That was
like,
like shocking.
it was
to me.
shocking.
Like,
They
and I
just
was like,
fucking let him
that's
go.
weird they're letting him do this, but like. My kids are like on the floor laughing. They think it's the
Yeah.
funniest thing they've ever seen, which is like, okay, this is working. You know, like
Yeah,
parts of
it's
it are
actually
working.
got all the ingredients from the game, and it's making kids fucking crack up. And okay, so in that sense, yeah, you know,
But will be your favorite movie of the year?
No.
No, it will not. No. But you also could get through it. It's not gonna be misery.
Yeah.
I don't think.
In regards to this argument of like, do children's movies need to be good? Does any movie need to be good? I mean, you could make that argument.
Yeah.
But I don't, you know, children's movies are capable of being good.
Yeah.
And when they are, it's fucking awesome.
I
That's
think
what I will say.
I think the Mario movie really shows the power of Mario, and it's like that property. I've never seen a movie lean more on like callbacks to
Yeah.
things, which I had a great time seeing them all. It's 8 Easter eggs per second, and I was enjoying like, holy shit, is that a fucking duck hunt thing? Oh my god,
Yeah.
it's that. But it's like that's kind of all it had, you know. It's like, all right, well, that was fun.
You know, I've seen Trolls, which is based on the Troll dolls from the 90s.
Sure. Yeah.
This is surprisingly a good fucking movie. It was pretty entertaining. Wall-E, children's movie that I love.
Yeah.
Even like Up, Coco was pretty good. Pixar like usually nails it out of the park. Toy Story, obviously. Beauty and the Beast was nominated for Best Picture
Yeah.
the year it came out in 1993. So, yeah, I think kids' movies can be good.
Yeah.
And then when I was a kid, like 7 years old, my favorite movie was Terminator 2. So, like, as a child, I
You
feel
weren't
like
watching kids' movies.
Kids can like anything if it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, make it good. You know,
Yeah.
do the kids
Yeah,
a favor.
The Mario movie, you really are, again, it might fail at these 100 things, but you are basking in the Mario world for fucking 90 minutes. And I think that, like I said, it shows the power of that enough. Where it's like nothing else mattered almost, you know?
I almost feel like this will get a sequel for sure.
Yeah.
It made so much money. There's
Yeah.
no
World
way it's
building.
not
Past 400 million.
Yeah. So
It'll
make
get a
it.
spinoff.
Yeah.
It'll get a Mario sequel, and it'll get a
This
fucking
may
Donkey
spawn
Kong.
Donkey Kong.
It'll
or
spawn a
there
Donkey
may, there may be a
Kong.
Zelda thing coming up.
Was Chris Pratt good?
He's
He's fine.
And honestly, Derek, I was like, how are they gonna do the fucking voice
like
thing?
in unison.
Because it's Chris Pratt like not doing
Nothing
like,
else is reported.
But I thought they
you
even
all
handled his
groaned
voice
when
okay.
he's fine. Like,
Because you don't want to, you don't want to say he's good.
Yeah.
You know
but he wasn't
who-
bad.
You know who
it's
I
fine.
thought was terrible was Fred Armisen as Cranky Kong.
I was just gonna say,
That was
yeah,
that's
Johnny,
bad.
Johnny, you should chime in on this because Johnny and I think needed migraine medicine when we left. We saw it in IMAX, and it was like, I feel like Fred Armisen was screaming in my ear for 20 minutes, right?
He was like doing like an old Jewish man impression too, and I was like, "What the fuck is?"
And just yelling it.
it's awful.
I thought
What do you sound like?
He kind of was like this. My son Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Donkey Kong.
Over
For like
and
an-
over
for like
again.
30 minutes.
That's actually perfect, Johnny.
Yeah.
And it was like,
fucking,
They should cast you.
dude, that was spot on.
it was seriously like, can we cut away from it? Can you cut? Please don't show him any more of that character. Okay. Oh, fuck, he's still going. That was,
Yeah.
Again, we watched it in IMAX, and it was fucking loud, and I think that didn't help.
It was cranky heavy.
Yeah, but I do think that when they make a sequel, I'm almost more excited for that because I think maybe they have like all this like references out of the way. They maybe can make a story.
They
this time.
gave you the fucking world you always wanted to see
Yeah.
in a movie. We did it. I think they have to be a little more thoughtful on the second one.
I always
So
heard
we'll
the
see.
Lego movie was really good too.
The Lego
Emmett?
movie was the first one was
It was,
fine.
it was good.
I mean, I had kind of, by the time I saw it, I was kind of like tired of hearing about it. So I'm like, all right, fuck this, put it on. And I thought it, like, when it ended, I was like, hey, that actually like came together pretty good. Not my thing.
Was it about the same as Mario then?
I
Yeah.
would say if you said right now like pick one to watch, I'd pick the Mario movie.
yeah. What about Lego Batman? Anybody see that?
I did not see that one.
That movie I have never seen, but I've heard it 1,000 times because my kids listen to it in the car. Like they have like little screens and I can just hear it. It sounds very funny.
Is it a legit Batman movie?
I don't think so. No, I mean, the Lego movies are all like dumb, you know, like they always like self-referential and
Yeah.
But you know, I think Will Arnett's a great Batman.
Yeah, that was a good choice.
Speaking of Batman, can we retire that character?
What?
Yeah. Okay.
Too many fucking Batman out there.
Oh, well, get ready
Michael
for the Flash.
Keaton. Michael Keaton is in the Flash.
Oh
as
yeah, it's
Batman.
coming out.
And Ben Affleck is in the Flash as Batman. They're both. There's
Oh,
two
it's-
Batmans in that
there's-
movie.
Okay.
There's two Batmans in that movie.
Batmen. And Robert Pattinson was Batman
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
Are we getting a new The Batman sequel?
We are in 2025.
We have 3 active Batman in Hollywood.
You sound like the police. We have 3 active Batmen.
It's a fucking crime. Something.
I think
needs
there
to
should be
done.
another one.
Vigilante ass.
They're probably working on another Will Arnett Lego Batman.
I told you
Probably.
before. You probably saw the trailer. Maybe this is what prompted you talking about. But when they showed the Super Bowl trailer for the new Flash movie,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God, let's see this. They only showed a 30-second one during the Super Bowl, and it just ended with them finding Michael Keaton, and he turns around and says, "I'm Batman." I am an easy mark, and I am a Michael Keaton simp, and I'm like, you fucking got me on this. I want to. I want to see this. And then it says, go watch the full trailer online. So I did, and I was back out because
you bailed?
Because they like summon Unreal Engine Supergirl or something
Kara.
where he's like, it's like him out in some snowfield. We gotta make sure we don't die. Get her. And then she's like punching guards, and it's like PS5 graphics. I'm like, no, I'm good.
It's slow mo.
So
PS5.
So I just want to announce I'm back out.
He's out.
Oh,
Everyone, he's out.
Shit.
So they had to work pretty hard to get me the Keaton simp to not go, but I can't.
There's 2 Flashes, 2
Did
Batman.
you see that trailer? Did you see that before the movie?
Before Dungeons and Dragons and Evil Dead, they showed a Flash trailer. I don't know if it was that trailer, but they
I think
showed,
it was.
They showed an extended trailer.
The shots of her of whatever is that Kara
Yeah.
coming out like she's just punching guards, and it's like none of this exists in reality.
Dude, every movie is the fucking same.
It
these
really
days.
is
it's
crazy.
Like, hey, here's a character from 30 years ago. Here's a bunch of fucking lasers blowing up
Yeah.
the street. Everybody's running the whole fucking movie.
But you know what's something interesting Johnny said though that I will go. I have no desire personally to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Oh yeah, fuck that.
But Johnny did say this in the theater. He's like, I will say though, at least that trailer had like a couple shots in it. I remember. I was like, oh yeah. He's like, you remember we were talking about that, Johnny? Like, he leaves the spaceship and goes into the neighborhood, and it's all the weird animal looking people, and they're all physical.
It's like the cities in Dragon
And then
Ball.
we were talking about like, Ant-Man. It was like every shot was in this like red and blue fucking CGI void.
That thing sucked.
And it was like everything looks like that. I feel like everything looks like that. Even that Flash trailer, they're in his Batcave, and they can't even be in a regular Batcave. They're in some fucking Metal Gear Solid 2 big shell prison.
How the fuck are you gonna waste Bill Murray's time by putting him in that fucking
forgot he was in
Ant-Man
that.
movie?
Oh, he's
I mean, you had Bill fucking Murray. You had a ace in the hole. Ace in the hole.
There is something
and you used him in that.
that
You had Groundhog Man.
when I
and
watch
Ant-Man.
a action sequence or a fight scene, I fall asleep. Like
Huh.
it
Yeah.
puts me it's so
John Wick kind of was like,
boring.
I
a
think I
little
know
too much.
why. It's because there's no point to them.
You know
I
the
feel
good
like-
guy's gonna win.
Yeah, if there was an objective-based fight scene, like, I've got the key you need, come and get it. And then you're watching him try to pull this key out of this guy's. Like the best fight scene of all time, They Live, put these glasses on.
Yeah.
That never gets boring.
No,
'cause
that scene
it's
fucking
like,
rips.
Is
Yeah.
he gonna put the glasses on or not?
Yeah.
But if you
gonna kill
remove the objective, if it's just like, we're gonna fight, it's like, well then, yeah.
Like, when I
get to the
watch
point where the fight's over.
these
please.
Avengers movies and I keep seeing Iron Man getting thrown into buildings, like I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
I've seen these guys destroy so many buildings that like it means nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
But if the fight was like, you can destroy every building here, but not this one, and that's the only one they want to destroy.
now maybe a little more interested.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But they don't do that. It's just, they fight.
Yeah.
They
fight.
shoot lasers, they blow up.
They
And,
fall
like,
through buildings. I mean, where the fuck is Shazam already streaming? I think it is.
Is it really?
I believe it might be.
Shazam 2.
Shazam 2. Fear of
Black
the
Adam
Gods.
is.
Even
That
like
sucks.
Old Boy, when he's in that hallway.
Oh, it's so
him
good.
versus 100 people, like, you just got to get through this hallway.
With hammers.
Yeah. Amazing.
Oh, so good.
I tried to watch over the holidays. I was kind of just stuck watching a bunch of streaming stuff for a little bit, and Black Adam, I made it through about
Oh,
20 minutes.
it's
It's
so
like,
bad.
oh, I want to die.
Misery.
Oh man.
Misery.
And I still can't. In my head, I'm watching this going like, oh, they want to set this guy up because he's like the nemesis of Shazam. Like Shazam, the Shazam movies are kind of popping off now, and that's who Black Adam was in the comic. He was kind of the anti-Shazam. And then finding out later, no, the movies aren't going to connect at all. Yeah, The Rock didn't want to.
He insisted he only fights
do that.
Superman and no one else.
I'm just like, oh yeah, doom this all to hell.
Yeah, The Rock said it's not interesting fighting a kid. I'm The Rock. I need to fight Superman.
He said something like just the big leagues for me.
What
it
the
was like,
Yeah.
ow, fuck all this.
Yeah.
Fuck
That's
all this.
Honestly, I
That's
feel
sad.
like The Rock after this Shazam thing to me has been
After the
like,
Black Adam thing, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No, for real. Like I
It's
love
like
Yeah.
I don't give a
I
fuck
love-
about Zoa anymore, bro.
I love The Rock, but since this movie's come out, like, what's his next project?
Hey, you know what though, Derek? It's interesting because I saw somebody tweeted out a video of him where they talked about like they saw him on the red carpet at something, and they were like, "So what's going on with the Black Adam thing? What do you think about what happened?" Da 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 da. And the way he talks is like Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
We have a strategy in place where da 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 da. And someone said this on Twitter, and it was interesting. They were like, "This is the most." We all knew The Rock is like the most charismatic guy like on fucking earth.
Yeah.
And it's sad to see him kind of try to be the Zuckerberg guy. You know what I mean? As opposed to like this just fucking machine of charisma that could just be in movies.
Yeah,
He wants to pivot into some other thing, and it's just not like.
And he's like lying to us. Like,
Yeah.
thank you for making Black Adam the #1 premiere movie of all time. We did better numbers. And it's like, no, you didn't.
Yeah,
It's a fucking
you don't
flop.
need to do
Like, why are you
this,
lying to
dude.
me? I know
He
it's
doesn't
stuff.
need to do that.
That's why sometimes I come on this show and I do regret. I feel like, man, I feel like I'm too negative sometimes. Even talking about Creator Clash feeling like I felt like a fish out of water, I felt like imposter syndrome. But I just want to be honest with people because I feel like that is so rare in stuff you watch. So many people are trying to just give you a spin and spin it into it was all positive. It was actually great. It was
really wonderful.
Everybody loved it. And it's like, I'm an intelligent person. So you could just speak to me like an adult. Like, let's be real with each other.
And I think not to turn it into this, but sometimes people are kind of like will respond to even like some of the comments we get. Like people said this video was too this or that. Fuck that. It was da 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 da. It's just like I just read that, so I'm coming off the cuff to tell you kind of my take on that. I don't know. I feel like we've always tried to be like, here's my human reaction to that.
Forthcoming.
Yeah, just be real.
Yeah.
SpaceX launched a rocket this week and it exploded.
I heard.
And
I know where you're
everything
going with
they
this.
said about it was about how positive it was.
It's great that it exploded.
Yeah, we had a rapid, unexpected dismantling of the rocket in midair.
That's what they call an explosion.
But you know what? We are actually we're learning a lot from this. The data we collected from this rapid, unexpected dismantling is going to serve us so much in future launches. And so this doesn't deter us. And this is actually, a really good data collection point. And I was like, wouldn't it have been
spin.
better if the rocket didn't explode? Am I crazy? Am I the
Yeah.
only one thinking?
I'm sure they got data from it, sure, but like to word it like we're actually really stoked.
I would feel better. I would support space. I would root for them if they were like, we're taking this one on the chin and we're still fighting,
Yeah.
But that's not the attitude.
They tweeted out a video that I saw on Twitter before, and it was the rocket launching,
yeah.
and then it cut. And I was like, all right, cool. I had no idea the fucker blew up like 13 seconds later.
Yeah.
Until I saw a news article saying the rocket blew up. I'm like, I saw it lot. Did it?
They don't want you to see
blew
that
up?
second half.
Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? Like, you caused the video at the best part. Like, what the fuck is this?
Hey, and now they can control Twitter, so who knows if what you're seeing
That's
is even
true.
real.
Dude, you know what? I am convinced that I've seen, everyone lost a blue check mark, and now all these it's the funniest.
Nobody
fucking
wants
thing.
it now.
That's yes, but now it's like a curse, and celebrities are being like, "No, I have it back. I didn't pay the $8.
You guys
everyone
making me look
needs to
bad.
know I did not give him my phone number. I did not pay the $8.
I don't want the check mark.
I didn't fucking do this. Like, fuck you. I nothing. This is not me. And it's so fucking funny how in a week time. The check mark was like a prestigious thing to have to now it's like, ew, no.
No.
Okay, yes, I have the check mark, but I only have it because I like to edit my tweets. And it's like, oh my God.
Yeah,
It has become
it's
like,
frustrating.
don't judge me because of it. I'm so sorry.
I've had so many people come up to me or talk to me about like, well, what's the big deal? This doesn't seem like a big deal. Who cares
About
the checkmark thing? Just like now it's a democratized thing. That's cool. Yeah. The way I saw it though is it was kind of like light posts and lighthouses in a sea of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'd look in the I got a verified response. Why is this guy telling me about this? Oh, because he worked on the game. Oh shit. I didn't know. Okay, this guy owns Sony. You know what I mean? It would be stuff like that. And now when I get notifications about checkmarked accounts, it's like just a guy. It's like, I really like peanut butter.
A guy with $14.
Okay. Yeah. No offense to that guy, but I'm like, I wasn't I'm not looking to that guy for.
Well,
Dude,
I don't know.
it was an
It
organic
wasn't-
way to get celebrities to use the platform, which is like honestly priceless.
Yeah,
Priceless that every celebrity was on that fucking platform.
everyone has their own feed be something completely different. But for me, it's a lot of Padres information, news or whatever.
Yeah.
And now I can't trust any of it because I have no idea if this is a reliable source or not. So it's like, oh, we're going to sign Shohei Ohtani. I'm like, oh, we are? Wait, who's this guy's once? Okay, no, I guess not. But I don't know anymore.
I saw Joe Biden tweet, "Yo, I'm gonna do free healthcare." Oh, it's not.
Thanks,
him,
Joe.
No, it's not.
It wasn't real.
What a way to fuck everything up.
But what's funny is people with 1 million followers suddenly had their check mark again.
Yeah, they're back.
Like, they might go back to giving it to them, and they might go. And this is what I've been saying from the beginning: is a new team just took over Twitter, no questions asked. They're gonna spend a ton of money to arrive back at where the first team got to. Because even this last week, they were like, there's a lot of accounts that we don't think their message is good to spread on the level that it is, so we will demote some of their tweets. And we were, shadow banning. The thing you stopped doing, you invented shadow banning, which you got rid of when you came in. It's like...
Yeah, the check mark was because of all these fake accounts back in the day tweeting bullshit that you couldn't trust, which is what's happening now.
Yeah.
I read, and again, I read it on Twitter, and I don't know if it's a verified source, so I have no fucking clue. But what I saw was that when they got rid of the check marks, they expected like an influx of everyone. Okay, we'll give you the $8.
Yeah.
And they said that day, Twitter got 400, and that is it.
Yeah.
400.
Definitely worth
dollars.
No. People did it.
Oh, okay.
But out of the
Damn.
billion people who use Twitter, only 400 like, okay, I'll pay the $8. That's insane.
So let's see, $8, 400. What is that? 3,200 a month. So losing all your celebrity endorsement, celebrities leaving the platform who are essentially the platform.
Artists.
You go to see what they're doing.
Creatives.
Yeah, booting them for 3,200 a month is I think pretty sweet deal.
The amount of people that I subscribe to, and again, not the biggest celebrities, but for me, like,
Can't even afford an apartment in San Diego for that.
right? Mark Grant, who you guys know who that is probably, but he is the play-by-play announcer for the Padres.
Yeah.
I love Mark Grant.
Sure.
And he put on like, all right, I'm done. I'm out. I'm like, not you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to hear from you anywhere else.
But why don't they just keep using their account unverified? Like people followed them
Because it's
already.
bullshit. I mean, they don't want to. I think people hate Elon Musk. They fucking hate him.
Yeah, they do.
And they're like, well, why am I doing this? Why am I helping you in any way?
Yeah.
I'll go somewhere else. I'm going to use Instagram. Or
I
whatever.
do. I think where the what am I trying to say? The difficult part with this, though, I will say, is people in the middle lose out because on one side you have he's fucking things up with the check mark, he's doing all that stuff. But I will say then on the other side of it, you have like, if anyone pays for the blue check mark, I'll fucking ban their ass. I'll fucking report them to this. I'll do this. And it's like, there are people who their living is Twitter. They post their art there. And I do think some people try to boil it down to something as easy. Well, yeah, time to leave this platform. Just leave. Well, I have like 200,000 followers on
It's a lifeline.
this.
Yeah.
I can't just, all right, see ya. Like that's where I post all my things. And so I've seen some of them like, hey, I'm going to pay for the Twitter Blue thing because I do need to, I want to post longer videos. I want to post whatever. And people will go after them. I just hate it when it becomes witch hunting the users.
Sure.
Like, let's go after the fucking moron at the top. Like, I don't know. I feel bad for the people in the middle that have to like decide
Sure.
what they, artists and stuff. That's what I feel bad
It's
for.
wild that how fast it got so shitty. It was pretty fast.
Yeah.
It's almost impressive.
Johnny got his Twitter back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny.
Dude, can I talk about that for 2 seconds?
Yeah.
I think you should. I think it's relevant to the conversation.
You were like distraught by that Twitter account going away.
It was just like I spent like all this time like networking and getting
It's
people.
curated. Yes, definitely.
And he amassed 200 followers.
yeah.
But someone told me online that if you just keep sending the messages that you're a right-wing Twitter account and you're being silenced, they'll get in contact with you.
Oh my
So
What?
I kept sending messages that I was silenced.
I've been silenced because of my right-wing politics.
Yeah, I
Shut
said
up.
my account got hacked because of my right-wing politics.
No, and they got it back
in 5 days.
Oh yeah, and I got it back immediately.
That's the
Hey,
response.
Johnny, I'll be real with you too. I know people who like I was putting your name out there to all kinds of people who
Yeah,
like
we were
maybe they'll
trying.
be able to do something. And I'll be real with you. They were telling me, yo, the account's gone. Tell them to like stick to the new one. Like, I don't know. And I didn't want to be like negative,
That's
but it's like
so-
they were all telling me like he needs to like say goodbye
There's
to
no
that.
one to talk to.
That's wild.
Sorry, bud. But yeah,
And
that,
you did the impossible, Johnny.
that's
You did it.
crazy. What did you read that online or like on a Reddit post?
Yeah, someone on Twitter was like, I got my account back, and then they
Here's how.
screen capped their messages,
Wow.
and it said that.
That's amazing.
But I also like wrote really like long, like winded, like I've had this account since like the beginning of Twitter. Like I would
Yeah.
love,
And I'm extremely right
and I'm
wing.
extremely
And I'm extremely
See,
outspoken.
and this is what Johnny said to the wrestlers at Creator Clash. That's why I was saying it's like I don't know.
That's
about
why
that.
they fucking loved him so
I
much.
don't know.
Malachi,
Oh, okay.
I've been extremely silenced for so long, but
So
I finally have my account back.
So Johnny, what are your right wing views then? What is it like the abortion thing or what?
what do you
I
share?
believe your latest tweet was these colors don't run, but they do reload.
yeah, I don't want to.
wow.
I don't want to be silenced again. So
That's
I'm just
cool.
gonna.
That's cool.
Well,
That's
yeah.
how Cameo finally accepted me. As I said, I was super right wing.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Please stop saying I can't do this and
like
accept me.
I'm having trouble spreading my
Holy
propaganda.
Is that why all your sample clips are about Roe v. Wade? That's fucking
Oh my
crazy.
God.
You wear that American flag hat all the time when
Yeah.
you're filming those.
all the time.
They make you shoot a Bud Light can. That's awesome.
Definitely. Yeah. Anyways, I have gotten actually more than I thought. People asking for cameos. It's been
Yeah,
really
I was
nice.
surprised at your turnout.
How much money have you made? Let's
Well,
talk numbers.
Let's talk
5K?
taxes.
No.
What did you pay in taxes
no,
last week?
20K?
No, I made a no. God,
25K?
Here's
30K.
30K.
Dude,
Keep going.
Let me talk about my cameo real quick.
How much you charging?
$20 for a video, but I will say that I have
Pretty
found that I do not make $20 a video. I make far less than that.
How much you make a video?
It depends on where if you buy it through your iPhone, I get $11 for some reason. I don't know where that money goes.
I could tell you.
Okay.
App stores, official app stores, take 30% of any transaction that goes through at the App Store. This is why there are lawsuits against Apple. They're like, yo, your 30% is a huge amount. Like, you
Yeah.
gotta like stop this.
They're saying like 45%. If you're only getting 11
because
out of
Cameo
Cameo
gets it.
gets their cut too. Now, if you do it through the website, no App Store cut, but only Cameo takes their cut. So that's why you get a lot
Interesting.
more if it's
Because
booked through
with
the website.
that, I think I get like about $18.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
But I will say that I didn't set that price. It was like, we
Auto.
recommend that you do this. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, well, you know what you're doing. I'll just do. And
Yeah.
I didn't set anything. I saw people complain that it was $30. I never had it at $30. I didn't do that. But I've had a fun time doing it.
Yeah.
But all the money that I've made, it's not a lot. Like, let's be real. Like, I'm not.
How many people have
I've
bought
probably
one
made
from you?
about 24, maybe.
Okay,
Dang.
that's
So
cool.
I
That's a
think
lot of money.
I've made a few $100.
That's a
I'll
lot
be
of
real.
money.
But I will tell you that all that I am
Mr.
doing
Rich Guy.
this I'm going to pay for Emma's graduation party.
You're
She's
funding the
graduating in high
graduation
school.
party. Yeah.
And I was trying to budget, like, how are we going to pay for this party? And I thought, I'm just going to take all the money I made from Cameo and just go towards the party. That's all it's going to be. So
So at this point, she's going to have like a $250 party.
That'll-
right
that'll
now
pay
it's
for
a
a
bad
DJ.
party, but I'm going to make it better.
We're going to get about 5 pizzas
Hopefully, I
and you're
make
going to be
it
the DJ.
Yeah, it's going to Little Caesars and some bottles of water.
Yeah,
there
yeah.
you go. But
You got that from the top.
I mean, I'm not expecting to make a shitload of money, but I've had fun doing them, and the response
Yeah.
I've gotten back, people have seem happy.
Isn't graduation in 6 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
shit. Do you guys have a venue?
Well, I mean,
How much is the venue?
my
gonna
dad's
cost?
house. My dad bought his house.
Okay, free
so,
venue.
yeah.
That's a
Okay.
good venue.
It's a pretty good venue.
Pretty good venue.
How many kids are showing up?
I don't think it's more just family, right? So it's gonna be like Jenny's family, my
When's
family.
the bounce house showing up?
No bounce house.
No bounce house.
I mean,
Okay,
unless I get a huge cameo.
You just saved $400 there.
Well, don't invite the family. That's easy.
Oh.
What do they have to do with her graduating? They do her take her
No,
test
they
for
bring
her?
money, dude.
That's
they,
the thing.
They give
Graduation
money.
parties, remember that? Like you would get she will get a lot of money.
I
Uncles
never
and
had
aunts
one.
and shit. I got cash.
They give you cash
Yeah.
or check or something.
You know what's funny, Derek? I had one and I felt so self-conscious at it because I had a bunch of relatives I almost never see.
Yeah.
And they all brought like cards or
Yeah,
and
with
I
money.
felt so like a birthday party, okay, people give you presents, but usually it's people you see pretty often.
Yeah.
That I just felt like I kind of like hid in my I feel you know, you have those things where it's like 20 years later you'll wake up and you'll still feel bad about like like no one else cares but you do.
Yeah.
That's my graduation party. I kind of hid in my room because I was just like, this is awkward. Like
Yeah.
I haven't. So yeah, that was. I had one, but I felt like I wasn't.
I mean, I think
there.
relatives see it as like, hey, this is gonna help. I mean, this isn't gonna like help you pay for college. It's so expensive.
Yeah.
But here's a little bit. Here's a book.
Here's
a whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's nothing.
That's
Yeah.
what it was. Someone got me a capture card, a video capture card, which was really cool.
Oh,
It was just
wow.
like, hey, you said you want to do videos here. You
That's
go. I was like, oh,
that's
that's
a
cool.
good present.
And I think I captured some old videos with that back in the early Mega64 days.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
My
I felt
parents
awkward.
dropped like $2,000 and traded in an old car we had and bought me the Beetle.
Oh,
that's
that Beetle.
cool.
That was my
I love that
graduation
car.
Oh
gift.
shit, that's awesome.
But
That was a
yeah.
cool car too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was a cool.
But I
car.
didn't have a party.
I didn't have. I did not
think-
have a graduation party.
I think
yeah.
I would have rather if they got me a Beetle and I didn't have that party. I actually think I would have preferred that.
I think we,
That was a
like-
very awkward party, and I would have loved a Beetle.
We went to dinner, you know, like I went to dinner with like my parents and my grandparents, but I think that was
Well,
all
I think
did.
a lot of things too now, it's you only get a certain amount of tickets for a graduation at this point. So like
Yeah.
when we
Yeah,
had it, it
absolutely.
was at like an arena. So like anyone could go. It was it was
Cox Arena.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was open season pretty much.
Oh,
Like, hey, go
really?
ahead if you want to come.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
But now it's like, oh, you got 4 tickets, and if you want another ticket, you have to be in a waiting list, and maybe you'll get a ticket. And it's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Where like I think a lot
That's
of
cool. I
like,
didn't even want to go.
well, yeah, but like a
It
lot
wasn't
of like
act-
extended family want to celebrate in some way, and so like
Yeah.
I feel like this is the way that they can do that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm happy to, it's an accomplishment. Like she's,
Yeah.
honor student, like 4.0, above a 4.0.
Yeah, a
And
lot of
so
family
it's like,
wants to
I
come.
want, like you deserve a party to celebrate this.
It's
So
I distinctly remember going to my brother's graduation again in an arena, so everyone could go. And I went in knowing, okay, it's going to be reading 7,000 names
Yeah.
and just waiting for my brother. And new Super Mario Brothers DS had just come out.
Oh,
Had just come
So
out.
you had a good ass time.
And I remember playing the game from front to back, sitting in that arena.
damn.
I played the whole thing. So anytime, yeah, I always remember.
yeah, I haven't been to the last graduation I went to was Kevin's.
Yeah.
Kevin, I was
it
at
Kevin?
Kevin's college graduation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because where were you guys?
I actually don't know. I was-
Didn't
Yeah,
get an
I
invite.
didn't- I didn't-
Weird.
I didn't think I was invited.
the
Shawn
guy-
had
you know
the,
what?
Shawn had the brother invite.
Shut up. Clearly, I'm the best friend here.
I graduated.
No, my brother was graduating. All of a sudden, I'm like, is that Kevin?
Oh, how funny.
What year was that? What year did you graduate?
2011.
Oh shit.
Oh.
From
Very young
college.
buck.
Community college.
Yeah.
I remember going to like community college ones like out at the campus. And I remember my high school one was on the fucking football field. Like we didn't get a stadium.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, I don't know.
We had to fundraise.
That's what it
for-
was.
Fuck
My
that.
sister graduated from that school years later, and it was at the football field, and it sucked. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember it was hot as hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
They told us not to throw our caps. We all did.
Idiot.
Why would you not throw your cap?
Oh, someone's gonna lose an eye or something? I don't know. They're a bunch of pussies at Helix.
Don't look up.
Fair enough.
We were
Close your
tri
eyes.
school.
I
too.
remember walking by the one teacher that I liked at our high school, and I remember going, I'm gonna tell him. And I walked by it like, yo, you're my favorite teacher. He couldn't have seemed less interested. And I
Oh.
went, all right, fuck this whole place.
Yeah.
And I walked
Heartbreak
out.
City.
Walked
Another
out.
day at
I
work.
was just like, I don't give a. I hated school. You were the one thing I liked. Now you're being fucking icy to me. Go fuck yourself. And I walked out. And that was it.
Jeez.
How dare you?
Well, we officially went over 2 hours.
I was just gonna say about Cameo.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was trying to help Shawn get because his thing wasn't working.
Yeah.
And in
Him
my
being rejected is what he's
and
saying.
no, but there were things like, okay, did you submit the right thing? Did you
Yeah,
do this?
yeah.
And in trying to get that to work, I got a thing for
I
Cameo,
know.
but I never set it up. I was like,
No.
okay, it worked. So here, do this. But I never set it up. I think I will.
Oh.
though. Because, and I'll tell you why.
You went to a graduation party.
I'm gonna have I will definitely charge probably twice whatever Shawn asked. I'm gonna find out what it is and double it because but it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I really do want to stay at the Star Wars Hotel. I really
Oh my God.
want to. So
He deserves it.
Yeah. It's
so
true.
look forward to that soon. Get your happy Hanukkah wishes and all because
Mhm.
whenever I get around to it.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, I'm not gonna. I mean, Rocco did pull me aside and he's like, "I need to talk to you. I did something, and you may be upset." And it's like, "What'd you do?" And he's like, I try to see how hard it'd be for me to get a Cameo, and I got one instantly. I don't know why you had a
Well,
year.
I tried-
years of trouble.
I
the
was
Twitter hoodie.
testing. Like, there were like 3 different things you could do, and I was like, okay, people who couldn't get it to work said they did this, so I did it, and then it was like, okay, you have a Cameo profile now. I was like, oh, I wasn't ready to do that.
Can't
So
take
I
it
told
back.
him, I'm like,
Main guy.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's
Right.
He's the
that
famous
I
one in
know.
Mega 64. Oh, Creator Clash. Everybody was taking a picture with Rocco. Verified on Instagram, verified on Twitter, verified on Cameo.
terrified on
Derek, wait until
Brazzers.
you get a concussion from Nathan, and then you will be the
That's
one
what I'm
people
saying.
want.
Like,
You'll be
just
verified.
Just kill me in
For
the
the-
ring.
for
Just
the-
at this point,
for
like,
the
what do I have to live for?
Everyone at Creator Clash was like, I didn't see Derek. I missed Derek. Where is he?
Yeah.
everyone
Oh,
I
he's
talked to-
holding the camera that's taking the fucking picture
No.
of you right now.
No,
Oh, that's you behind
That's
the camera.
not
Hi,
true.
Derek.
that's not.
I'll
true.
catch you later. And they never came back to me.
That's not true.
Oh man. Well, we've had fun, and I think we learned a lot.
It's a lot of fun today.
So, you guys want to end it, or do you guys have more to say?
Oh, last thing.
Oh.
last thing I do want to say. Speaking of things blowing up, you talked about the rocket blowing up. I do just want to say real quick. I was at Disneyland for like 10 minutes last night. I was on my way back home, and was like, oh, I'll stop in for a minute. I'll like get dinner. And
What's the process of
whatever.
going to Disneyland for 10 minutes? Do you pay for parking and take the tram into?
I don't pay for any of that shit.
Do
That's all
you
part of
do
my
you
thing.
go to the Disneyland parking structure and take the tram in
Mhm.
and then walk into the park for 10 minutes? And
Yeah,
then
and
leave?
I like get dinner, and I mean, it's not literally 10 minutes, but I was probably there an hour.
Oh, where did you get dinner? Pizza Port?
No, what did they have like a food festival thing going on?
He
right now,
knows
so I
all
just-
the
Because I feel like the food there.
he knows the
sucks.
special event type places.
I wouldn't. The food you're picturing, Derek, I ain't eating that shit either.
Yeah.
That's- but they have a festival going on right now, and they have all these little like, oh, try this thing from this chef, try this other thing. So I had like 3 things.
Okay.
But I
anyway,
saw on your timeline.
I had like braised pork belly and shit. It was really good.
pork belly
doesn't-
wasn't the only thing getting braised.
Doesn't matter. Yeah. So
Some
I'm
Disney
walking.
pork.
I'm walking into the park. This was probably like 10 p.m. And I'm just on my phone, not paying attention to anything, walking towards like the Adventureland area, and I'm talking crowds en masse, all going against me, leaving, and I'm like, shit, man. After the fireworks end, everyone bails out of this place. Damn, it's emptying out. This rules. Okay, maybe I'll go on something before I leave. And I'm just on my phone, not paying attention. It was the one idiot going against a crowd of tens of thousands going this way, and I'm walking into it. And then I start to see in my Twitter timeline, Rocco, are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like, what are people talking about? I posted that I was at Disney earlier. I posted a picture or something. Okay. And I look up and the fucking dragon is on fire.
That was a
They
dragon?
do that show with a big dragon that breathes fire. Phantasmic is the
I
name of
saw
the
it
show.
burning to the ground, and honestly, it was so engulfed in flames, I could not tell
It
you what it
erupts
was.
flames from its mouth, and something went wrong, and the entire thing caught fire. It was like a volcano
It was like a
erupted in the middle of the park.
30-foot structure.
And I'm like, wait, what? What is that? And I look up and it's in front of me. I was walking towards it.
Wow.
I wasn't paying attention. Anyway,
Not supposed to happen, huh?
so I saw that and I ducked it. I was like, holy shit, what am I supposed to do? So I just went into Indiana Jones and they locked us down. I was stuck in there. I was like, I just want to fucking go home. I came here for like a minute.
No, you.
And they
fucked up.
locked us in there and just set until it was all clear. And then I came out and it was all security and everything. I have pictures and all kinds of stuff. But anyway,
That wasn't supposed to happen?
Fuck no. No, you should see there's pictures of this like husk of a dragon like wilting there.
Oh,
that's sick.
It
That's
was
metal.
fucking sick.
The last thing I do want to bring up actually is, are we still selling our 420 merch, or is that off?
Yes.
Oh my God, we
No,
forgot
we
to
do.
mention
No,
that.
we need to. I always feel awkward because I remember. Listen, I remember to plug this stuff, but I never want to interrupt. You know what I mean? Like sometimes the conversation's going so well. I always feel like gross when it's like, hold on, stop there.
Yeah.
You know, so I didn't do it.
Well, now's the perfect time.
Yeah. I'm actually wearing one of the hoodies you can order.
Yes,
But
our
our
420 merch drop is on sale, but only until tonight.
Oh,
Tonight is coming down.
So this is literally your last chance to get some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Forever.
Some of the items we have in house right now. Some of the others are up for pre-order.
Yeah.
But everything's coming out tonight.
Yes, the sleep mask with Bluetooth audio, that's still my favorite thing that we have. The vinyl record soundtrack for our 420 event, all of that stuff. The bunny shirt.
That bunny shirt.
Oh, is that a good one?
Is this the new Death is Certain?
I
don't
think
know,
so.
But it sold. People love that shirt.
I think
it seems
it's
like
a,
that's a hit.
It's a hit.
It's a hit.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, I can't wait for that one.
So yeah, go pick all that
I'm
up.
gonna wear that to
Shop.mega64.com. It's all there. And then patreon.com/mega64. We have a bunch of exclusive stuff there. We have a video, again, the aftermath of what happened with Shawn's head. We took an extra video where we're just kind of like assembling what just happened here in the studio. That's up on there now. Extra footage from when we went to Dino World. We have a movie club on the whale that's going up in like a minute.
I put up a new record club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't missed a week since I started.
No, that's been
Nice.
going up every single Thursday.
I've been pretty consistent.
That's
Yeah.
good.
So I will try to continue that streak.
Yeah. So check all that out on our Patreon at patreon.com/mega64.
All right. This could be the longest podcast we've ever done. So
Yeah, this is it.
thank you for watching. And
We must have done a long
2 hours and 10 minutes.
Boom.
that's pretty good.
It's our record.
Johnny's
Main
not happy.
show and after show all together.
After show's coming up,
What?
Yeah, we haven't even started that.
and Sean's gonna be here.
Yep.
My bladder
Okay.
cannot take it.
See you then.
I will see you then.
No, you
There's
won't.
no after show.
Oh, good.